Well, there he is. There it is. There it is. That's what I was waiting for. I didn't realize he was gonna have a little bit of a progression to that. Okay, move things around first real quick before everything, and then grinder, brewskis, other things, all the things, many things, water and the well that preserves our essence and our soul and our flow that makes us man, lest we be condemned and damned. Anyway, let me grind this up. Even though I'm literally doing poetry for no reason to nobody right now. Probably should wait a little bit before I start doing that. There we go. Alright, grind this up. All that good shit. So I can decompress my brain, for the rest of the evening, because my brain is not decompressed like whatsoever at all right now. Eh. Oh my gosh, she is squirting. Oh lord. Oh lord. Eh. Eh. I gotta lick the rod. Oh no. Not only she was squirting good, I had to lick the rod. I literally go clean up the foam. Not only was she, but he was squirting. My beer literally became a gender fluid there for a minute. Not only was she squirting, but she was leaking off the rod. That concert was epic as fuck. Where were you, dude? I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of trying to eyeball you every so often, be like, where the fuck did you go? I was like, I know you're somewhere around here. You spent like $130 on merch. I'm so glad I didn't. I spent money for this. I got an album and I got stickers, which collectively, this was 35. Stickers altogether were about 25-ish altogether with what I have here. And the album that I got from the Rap Boys was 15. So let's say about less than 100. And honestly, I was trying to keep it less than 100 no matter what. That was my budget. I was not going to go over that, which include alcohol and everything else too for today. I was like, I'm not going over that budget. And I will say, after the show, I needed to charge my phone, so I went to Kelly's Olympian to charge my phone up and get a beer there. That pretty much put me closer to a hundo in the sense of like 20-ish bucks. I was like, okay. I was trying to be a little bit more closer to like 50 than a hundo, but that did slightly put me more closer to that. I was like, eh. But I had to charge my phone. I was like, fuck it. I'm not just going to sit here and charge my phone and not buy nothing. I'm at least going to get a beer while I wait for my phone to charge. So put me with them. Ah, that makes sense. I wasn't anywhere near that shit. I did see a few people, in scooters and like, disability stuff and shit as well. So I did see those spaces. I just, honestly, I'm not going to lie, I didn't think to maybe be near those spots. I will say this much. I was pretty much near the artist merchandise table / like the bar area the entire time. Like on that like left-hand side of where the stage was. That's pretty much where I was the whole time. When I first showed up, when I got on the main floor, there was like a little bar area where like, how there's like that little slope that kind of curves into like the main bottom part of that area of the courthouse square. Like that's where I went to initially. And I like eyeballed, I looked around while I was waiting for my drink. I was like, art merchandise. Cool. That's where I get merch. And pretty much right after I got my first drink, I went right over there to find out where the line was for the merch table. And that line literally was looping around. It literally looped around once. Which, strangely enough, like, the table for the merch and shit was kind of going by pretty quick. Yeah, well, when I was in there, I only was in the merch line for about 20 minutes. Maybe you showed up to the merch line a little later than me, or maybe I did earlier before others because I got lucky. But oh my god, that merch line was diabolical. It's like, how do you fucking like figure out like where shit is where? You know what I mean? With the lines, at least, the lines were ridiculous. Well, after 6, I was a little bit before 7. By the time I was in the merch line, the show didn't start yet, so it was just before 7. And by the time I actually got to the merch table and I got my beer, it was like 7:15. So I was probably in that merch table for, or at least that merch line for maximum 20 minutes. Because I showed up at the venue like about 10 minutes before 7, give or take. Which would probably mean maybe like 7 or like 6:55-ish. Oh, you got the hat. Nice. You got the Turtle Wizard shirt or the Turtle Wizard shirt, and then hold on, Vito, Jazzy, what the fuck, guys? Yo. Hey, no, Vito, Jazzy, get here. Come here, come here, Jazzy, come here. No, Boof, you come here, be Unk. Time out, Unk. Jazzy. We're not having that. We're not having that shit. And I got my torch just dormant over here. Let me grab it before he accidentally hurts himself. Shut up, Vito. What the fuck? Anyway, but yeah, I saw what you're talking about. I will say the only reason why I didn't get the shirt because it was like damn near $50. The rest of the shirts were like 35 or like 30. And I was like, I'm not spending $50 on a shirt. I love that shirt. It's amazing, but I'm not doing that. I'm sure I could find it on his website. That's cheaper. Because I'm pretty sure those hats and the shirt that you got are like kind of general merch. Ooh, that was a good hit. Holy fuck. I barely had one all day. Besides, before I went to the show, bro smoked all day, and holy fuck, that was a wave. That was a wave right there. Whoa. Want him again now? Oh, yeah. Like, next time he's in Portland, I'm definitely buying a ticket, like, as soon as possible. Dude, Cass, do you realize, like, I literally was, like, I almost couldn't go to the show. When I bought my ticket, there was literally, like, 2 tickets left. Like, everywhere I looked, besides one spot, was sold out. And they only had, like, 2 left, and I was like, okay, I'm doing it now. I mean, unfortunately, it wasn't like the 40-ish bucks. I mean, with the fees at that side, it was a little slightly more, but it wasn't too bad. It was only like 55 at that point, which is like skirting it for me personally. But oh yeah, I saw that too. I was literally like half tempted to be like, "Yo, just in case my ticket doesn't work, can I like go to you?" I got cash out, bro. Like I was literally half tempted to maybe do that because I wasn't sure if my ticket was gonna work or not. Because I bought one from StubHub, but it wasn't like an official ticket. It was like you're on standby basically until the day of. And I was like, I don't trust that. So I had that on standby, and I was like, well, I can sell it. So I did that, and that someone bought that, I guess. And then I got, I think it was AXC or like ACX or whatever the fuck. They actually had official tickets, and I was like, and they were just slightly more, and I was like, I'd rather just literally confirm it and make sure and guarantee it, and then I can at least look at this other ticket and then just get rid of that, and it doesn't cost me nothing. So, I mean, I was a little bit like, oh shit, I really hope I can go, but it worked out. What up, brother? What's up, man? How you doing, bro? Both the same cars at all. And we never met each other. I've literally unintentionally met like old friends from high school at concerts unintentionally and shit before, even like old coworkers and stuff. But like, you and I were like, yo, let's try to see if we can meet each other, and just never it happened. Just at least say hi and say what's up, you know? I will say I was kind of going hard a little bit in the sense I was just like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like, I don't know if you saw someone jumping around a lot with their fists in the air and stuff, but that was me a little bit. Like, I mean, I was out of everybody I saw there, I was like one of the few people actually like putting some energy out. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, I don't really, blame it just because of the vibe of the show, but also there was just a lot of oldies there. But that's good shit though. Oh, so you actually were able to find me and spot me a little bit. All right, hell yeah, yeah, dude. There was like a couple next to me, and they were like hella fucking vibing, dancing, and jumping too. I was like, every so often, I'm like, this song, fuck yeah, and I looked at them, and they were both at me like, yeah, we're like, we were both like a little trifecta of vibe in our little space. It was pretty dope. Can't believe you went to a country show. It wasn't really a country concert. It was more of like a folk concert. I mean, do you not know about Jesse Wells? I mean, he's not like outright country. He's more like folk, like rock more so than country. Or just straight up folk. Like his for his set, it was like the best way I could describe it is like a triptych. Like the first half or the first third was his straight folk shit where he had his guitar and it's all of his originals. And then he would have like a few originals and a mix of a shitload of covers for the second, third of this triptych basically. Where it was like, yeah, a little folk roxy, maybe a little twang and country and stuff, but there were some originals, there was cover songs of fucking War Pigs, Lucy in the Sky by the Beatles, have you ever seen The Rain by CCR? Like he fucking blew me out of the water with his performance and everything. And also I'm not even gonna fucking lie. I probably unironically I cried more at a show this time than any other performance because of just like how fucking just impactful and shit. Especially when I heard that song. Have you ever seen The Ring? Which ironically, was it like what the last stream or the stream before that? I was talking about how impactful that song is for me. I mean, and then he plays that shit. I'm just like, motherfucker. I'm literally like, I mean, I got my, I don't know, like a weird attachment to that song in a sense where there's this strange closure in a weird way about it. I mean, it's one of those songs where it's like hit me in a way where I'm just like, yeah, this was kind of the way to really, I don't know, put a lot of my emotions, my feelings of that song, especially like kind of out in a way where I'm like, it's a little bit of some closure in a sense, in a weird way. Again, it's hard to explain. Hi, what's up? Hey, what's up, Tony? Olivia, what's up, man? My favorite song to play on guitar. Oh yeah, it's a really good song. I don't know how to play it on guitar personally, but I imagine it's a pretty fun ass fucking song. Actually, I kind of want to like open up this because I did get an album from the Rap Boys, but oh, that's a sticker on the Rap. God damn it! I don't want that. I don't want like to. I don't want to take away that. Is there a way to like remove it and keep it sticky and put it on like the album itself or something? Hold on, let me pierce pierce the plastic a little bit. There we go. All right, I'm gonna have to be gentle right here so I can keep that sticker somehow. Oh, this is really cool. Oh shit! It's one of those types. Oh, so you pulled out. Okay. Oh my god, you pulled that shit out. Here's a lyric book for all the songs. Just have to slide it out. Oh fuck yeah, dude. And the CD's right in here. Yep. There it is. Yeah, come out. Nice. New West Records. Cool. What band B y'all saw? The Rap Boys and Jesse Wells. I'll never forget that show. Oh yeah, like that to me especially is gonna be a very memorable show. I mean, I will say like there's so many concerts and performances I've been to when it comes to things like metal or punk, where sometimes I will admit I'll like kind of forget like either the date or maybe some of the bands that I've seen or something like that. Or maybe not like forget them, but like forget they were part of that particular concert or some shit. And I'd be like, oh yeah, I forgot. I did see him live. Or I did see him live twice. I thought I only saw him once. Some shit like that. But sometimes, you just get a show where it's like, yeah, that's just sticking in your craw and it's not going to be forgettable. And there's been plenty of concerts like that in my life too, but this one is definitely going to be on that top of that list. I have to leave a little early, almost teared up. Dude, how do you think I fucking felt? Like I was saying from earlier, like it's the one concert where I legit was tearing up probably the most out of any concert. And I've legit like broken down, bawling my ass off, crying to Nightwish once. When it came to hearing Ghost Love score and then the great show on Earth when I saw that shit live. I mean, I was straight bawling my eyes out to that shit. I mean, sometimes when you get a good song and some shit like that, it just hits you in the right way. Dude. Yeah, sure, Inky. Yeah, you wouldn't be saying that if you were at this fucking show, bitch. I kid. Because I know you kid too. We gotta take the piss somehow, yo. I grew up on Nightwish, so did I. One of the first metal bands I was like distinctively like actively listening to for a long time was Nightwish. And the first concert I ever went to was with Nightwish with Camelot as their opener. And Floor Jansen was their vocalist for their second live show ever because they had to like rapid fire emergency get Annette Olsen replaced because of her pregnancy and medical emergency during 2012 during that tour. Which I wish I was able to see Annette Olsen, for Nightwish, but I'm so glad I did see Floor too at the same time because Floor, no pun intended, floored it when it came to her performances. Not just with 2012, but also 2017, I think, when I saw them live again in Seattle for their Endless Forms Most Beautiful tour. And then that was a VIP ticket, so I actually got to legitimately meet them and talk to them for a sec. That was something. That was like, holy shit. I feel bad for the guitarist Empu because I looked at him and he had his beanie on because he always usually wears a beanie when he's not performing. So, and for the first like 1 or 2 seconds I looked at him, I was like, I just didn't recognize him at all. Even though, like, out of all the band members, he was like the last one to get a signing, so I should have known. But I was like, oh, Empu, hey, what's up? Didn't realize it was you with your beanie. And he just kind of like, I like beanies. While he's signing his shit, while he kind of giggled, and I just sat here, like, while he's signing my shit, I, like, was there just like, oh my god, I feel like an idiot. Because that's the comment I posted to him, basically. I mean, he threw it back a little bit of a funny thing, but I was just like, oh my god, what am I doing? I'm like, why did I say that? Too bad they're not touring anymore. Like, for all intents and purposes, like, Nightwish is on, like, a hiatus right now. It's kind of fucking lame. It's like, man, I really so badly want to see them live because I dead ass will literally buy tickets for my friends and demand they go with me. Because outside of us, my friends Stefan, I think Metal Team, I'm like the only friend in the friend group that's seen them live. And I'm like, okay, Logan, Harley, it's Stefan again. Yeah, you're all coming. I don't give a fuck. Because I remember there was one time I couldn't see Nightwish when they were touring with Sabaton, or I think Sabaton was touring with them. I missed that opportunity. But Stefan, my friend Rip City, who's a mod on here, got to see them for that show. Which shit. It's like, man, motherfucker. Missed that chance, but I could have seen at least like Sabaton like 4 or maybe 5 times, and then Nightwish 3 times because of that concert. Should be number on the Silver Night Summer Go concert? Yeah, sure. I thought you. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of honestly thought you already had my number. You got my Insta. You got my Discord. I mean, I figured you already had it. I'll make sure you get it. Just so, like, if there's another concert, we want to go to, see what's up, hang out for a bit, vibe of the show and shit, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm like kind of holding off a food coma right now because when I went to Killis Olympian, I got like a chicken sandwich because I was like starving at the end of that show. I was like, I just need food. While I was charging my phone and having a little beer, and I was just like, I ate that bitch, and now I'm literally sitting here just like borderline trying to keep myself away from a food coma. Want to get into more folk and metal concerts. Like before, smart move. I mean, I did too, but it wasn't a lot. It was a slice of pizza and like a handful of like Cheetos. That's not exactly a lot. That's like a snack. That's not really a meal. So I had to, I mean, I had a little something in me, but a little dank will do you. Well, what do you think I'm doing? Man, I will say I'm kind of butthurt that I did not charge my phone as much as I should have, or at least brought like one of my portable battery chargers because, like, god damn it, I really wanted to record more of Jesse Wells, man. I literally the only way I could at a certain point because my battery was so low, I had to go on YouTube Shorts specifically and record it directly and save them as drafts in order to record them. I was just like, motherfucker, I'm gonna have to download these later, I guess. Or maybe not. I mean, I don't really have to, I suppose. But I'm just like, motherfucker. Dude, I'm a little butthurt because even the one recording I did get, it literally drained the battery to a point where, like, the last 30 seconds of the song, it's like, nah, it's like at 2%. You don't get to record anymore. I'm like, fuck you. I'm like, no, let me record this, you fucker. I don't care if it kills my battery, you bitch. Like, fuck you. Let me record this. But no. So even the one song I did get and kind of like a full like performance, even then it got cut off. I was just like, you cunt. So next time Jesse Wells is performing in Portland, I know for a fact I'm going to see him again, just so I can make sure I get some actual full fucking shit. Especially if it's covers. Like Lucy in the Sky, War Pigs, and all this other shit. Dude, his covers are fucking insanely immaculate. It's my birthday, this Sunday. August 16th, this Sunday. Let's call in America. Oh, by the way, Cass, like, next time Fishbone, because that's who was just playing right now, I'm not gonna lie, next time they happen to be touring live, get a ticket. You won't regret it. Just if you see Fishbone touring in Portland, in your mix of finding a concert to go to, just buy a ticket and you won't regret it. Just do it. Don't even think about it. Just do it. And I promise you will not regret it at all. In fact, I will literally say that to anybody. Just like if you find Fishbone in your town or like the next town over or some shit, literally just buy a ticket from them and then just go to that show and you're not going to regret it. If somehow you do, I'm going to literally want to smack you in the face. Like, I'm going to be like, how dare you? What? Oh, shit. There's that one, like, punk that comes in there every so often. I love him. He's cool as fuck. But, oh, my God, he literally will be like, Fishbone's, like, kind of clown-ish or something. I'm like, And then you'll throw bands like the Hub City Stompers or some other shit like that, or bands that I know about like Voodoo Glow Skulls or something. I'm like, I love them too. They're fucking amazing. I could love Fishbone. Like, huh? Why do you like weirdly hate them so much, bro? I guess besides this is subjective take, but objectively, you can't take away. I love how it's like Fishbone back to back, by the way. But like, I love how but you can't take away the virtue of their influence of their music. Like bands like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, or like Los Malvados and like Stay First, like all these bands, even during the '90s and moving forward onward, straight up came and were influenced directly because of Fishbone. Harley, don't be rage baiting. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, have you seen them live a few different times? Where, you're just sitting there in awe, literally having a fucking orgasmic nut to every song they're performing? No? Then... They'll be in Hawaii on your birthday. Oh, Fishbone. So they're doing tour, but probably not anywhere here. Well, it is what it is, I guess. Did I smoke a seed? Was there a seed in that? I blew up that smoke and there was like straight up a taste of a seed. Okay, the Dispo guy wasn't lying when I went there earlier. There is some seeds in this bitch. I need to break these up a little bit better. Overselling the band? No, I'm literally not. Dude, Fishbone's playing right now. You can't tell me this sucks. It's literally just like some funk soul. You can't tell me this sucks. Fuck you. Like, this is some straight up, like, some fusion funk soul stuff going on here. Never heard of them. They sound like something I get into. Well, this is song Lemon Meringue. Actually, probably from their most famous album, too. I mean, this is, like, probably one of their more famous songs that they've done. Like, and it's a really good, fun song. A Fishbone member visited a porn shop. My friend worked at Outtown PDX in the early 2000s, offered him to give his autograph, but he said he never heard of him before, and he actually got mad. Do you happen to know who his name was? Because I'm kind of a little bit of a Fishbone lore dude a little bit, since I've been a big fan of him now. And that is, I think that could be narrowed down to a few different people. And some of them are now concurrently in the band again, because they, for a time left the band, did their own shit, but came back, more recently, for this little revival thing they've been doing. I mean, Fishbone's been like, like all over the place with their members. Like even Norwood Fisher, like one of the OG founders of the band, has, been off and on with them for a bit, and now is off of them again right now. And hopefully not, but probably permanently, because the last time, with the news I've heard about, Norwood Fisher's departure of Fishbone was that, like, I was not, informed about doing another album or a tour, and I'm literally just trying to do some personal health shit, and Angelo Fisher literally just kind of did this behind my back, and that's a little fucked up. I have no ill will against, him or the band, but I'm stepping away to do my own stuff. I thought that's what everyone was doing, but he wanted to kind of keep going, and I'm stepping away. Which, unfortunately, sucks, because Norwood Fisher's a fucking immaculate, insanely talented fucking bassist. Like, outside of someone like Les Claypool or some shit, like, he's literally probably, like, the top bassist I would personally consider as, like, like up there for talent and skill and shit. Like, he is insane when it comes to bass. And the last time I saw Fishbone, there was at least like a kind of like two session basis players. Like they had one that was kind of more of a permanent one, and then they had like another session player for other songs, for like, for half their set. It wasn't bad, but and if anything, it was actually pretty fucking good. But I will say, at least the session player, their first basis that they put out was legitimately probably better, like than the current basis that they have right now. But that's just my opinion. Like, if it was flipped around a little bit, I feel like it'd still be kind of a good on-lock band with touring shit. But that's literally just a nitpick, honestly. If anything, I guarantee you that bassist will find his way and actually get more of that material and figure shit out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really worried about it. Next time I see him live, I guarantee you it's going to be just as good as the first two times I've seen him. Jesse Wells is way better than Bob Dylan. I don't know if I'd go necessarily that far, at least for now. But because of genuinely how prolific Jesse Wells is when it comes to music, I mean, I don't know. I can't really have a concrete, definitive, position on that, honestly. Bob Dylan's a Zionist. Well, I'm not looking at him as a person. I'm looking at him as the artist. As a person, I'm not going to lie. I'm not really a big fan of him as a person. Yeah, because he's a Zionist. He's, I think, kind of right-leaning a little bit. Like, he's not really that good of a dude. He's kind of shitty, actually. But that doesn't mean that his art and who he is as an artist and his influence and his impact as a musician isn't degraded or invalidated. I mean, this is legitimately like a great argument for separate the art from artists. Because, yeah, the artist isn't really the best guy to maybe look up to, but his art is something you can't take away. You know what I mean? I like Bridge C singers, but I can't stand the singer as a person. You can't stand, like, Luby? Really? You can't... What? I fucking love her. She's amazing. Dude, I mean, wait, oh, hold on. I kind of want to hear this a little bit. Like, what's your reasoning about that? Because honestly, I mean, the times I've seen her live and she would tell her story a little bit in between songs, and why she wrote the music that she did sometimes, and we'll have like a story about certain music and certain songs that she would play. I mean, there's her life and who she is as a person is what helped make that music. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, I'll have to see what your take is about this because I'm a little like, huh? That's a hot take that I don't think I've heard at all. Sure, me off the wrong way. Long story short, well, that has more questions than answers for me, my guy. I mean, God, fuck. I mean, sure, I could get that, but don't judge a book by the cover, right? You know what I mean? Sometimes, the cover of the book rubs you the wrong way, but if you're getting into the nitty gritty of the pages, maybe you actually realize you like it. I think dude, I don't know, man. Like, she is genuinely, like, a very, like, awesome personality and a person on top of her music. Like, I don't know, like, give it a second chance, I'd say, when, like, looking into her a little bit. Because, I don't know. I mean, if you don't want to get into it, that's fine. I'm just saying. I mean, I'd say give it a second chance at least. Fish Hunt. Okay, Harley's literally just trying to rage bait. We get it. You're a rage baiter. You really honestly are, though. You really are a little bit of a rage baiting little bitch, aren't you? Which is kind of funny because you're literally the most tamest one out of them all at this point. I've literally have had to deal with so many rage bait and troll, like, degenerate scum in my life that even a friend trying to do a little rage bait trolling is literally just nothing. It's just nothing. You know, I didn't realize. I just forgot. I need to do all messages instead of top. We don't want to be just a top this whole time. Ow.
We're all human beings here. I don't give a shit who you are, where you came from, where you are. It doesn't fucking matter. This is wrong.
Not even trying that hard. Well, the thing is, to be a true master of the trolling, it's to not even try. You just do. But like I said, I mean, I'm not even trying to dog on you or nothing. By the way, like, don't think it's like some sort of a lecture on you. If anything, it's more of a lecture on other motherfuckers being like, if even my homeboy who's casually not even trying trolling, even if it's just simple, at least it's material. I could work with that. There's some improv there. You know what I'm saying? I just treat it a little differently with you because you're my homeboy. You know, but it's like even you at least have like some way to add something to it. I have you in the background. Me? Question mark? Just packaging cookie? Huh? You're packaging cookies at what are you at? Like a warehouse? Are you at a warehouse now? What do you got, a warehouse job? Which would be base. A small like bakery warehouse where you just package cookies all day long. Tried trolling recently when I asked what a goy was. Well, that one. Well, that's how so. At least I suppose. I want to see what the material you were doing. Like, what's the context and everything. Because maybe I can help you out a little bit. Because I'm an artisan of the troll. Like, I'm been on Dr. Luma's the University of Art of Trolling for many decades now. So I mean, I've been doing that shit for many a years. One you told me recording what it was. Lol. Oh, asking what a goy was. Well, the thing is, I mean, that's kind of a very easy answer. It's just someone who isn't a Jew. Because, mostly, usually, like, ethno supremacist slash, like, religiously, I guess the equivalent of, like, an evangelical, like, Christian, but, like, that, but for Judaism, like, they will look at others who are non-Jewish as quote-unquote goy or goyim. And basically that means you're just like a non-Jew. That's literally fundamentally what it means, but every so often you will find, especially more often these days, Israelis and Zionists, using it as a term to basically demean you and say, like, you literally are a lesser. You're not like, some upper level echelon or like God's chosen people. You literally are a lesser and a subhuman. Like, you're not God's chosen, like you're a goyim. I was raised Christian. I never heard goy before. I mean, I did when I grew up Christian, but that's just because like they were evangelical Christians and Judaism and Israel was very closely attached to a lot of my upbringing to a certain degree when it came to a lot of my upbringing and shit. When it came to Christianity, at least, growing up Christian. Like, so, I mean, goy slash goyim wasn't like, something that was like brought up, but it was mentioned. And it was something that I was like, what does that mean? And they mentioned that it basically means specifically not the God's chosen people, the non-Jews, the goy slash goyim that are everybody else. I mean, and the way they try to teach it was basically like, it's not that term. It's not a negative thing. It's not like meant to be like some weird like racial thing a little bit. But if you really break it down, it kind of is. It unironically is really kind of a racist thing, when it comes to anyone who literally is just non-Jewish. If you think about it. Oh, you're not God's chosen people? You're not a proper Zionist Israeli? Oh, so you're a goy. So you're a lesser. So we should, you ought to be exterminated then, because God's chosen people, reign, supreme to the land of the earth, not you. It kind of it has more of a subcontext, with shit like that than people kind of want to admit, but it kind of is. I joke around with, even myself saying I'm Goy or Goyim, but like when it comes to fucking like a Zionist or anyone else that wants to say that to me, I do generally kind of take it to the equivalent of being called like a faggot or some shit. If like, some bigoted right-wing homophobic piece of shit literally said that to me, I would treat it the same way, like it's like, nah, fuck you. That's like fighting words there at that point. To be fair, it's never happened to me personally. So I don't think it ever would either. Boo, fuck religion. I agree. Fuck religion. What's up? What's up, Brian? Am I also Jared Kushner's younger brother that bought the Lakers today? Wait, the Lakers got bought by one of the Kushners? Oh my fucking god, dude. Why is so much of even sports literally being co-opted and bought and owned by corrupt scum? This literally validates what I feel about, like, the sports industry, saying that it is legitimately corrupt and rigged. And that is a hot take with some of my more sports aficionado friends. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. It has nothing to do with the players. But unironically, like, yeah, it is fucking rigged. Dude, look what happened with the fucking Knicks with the championship. They were supposed to win when Trump showed up and basically literally, like, fucked the whole vibe and energy and basically, like, oh, I don't want him to win, really. Like, he literally he tipped his scale on that fucking game when it was supposed to be a slam dunk across the board. Knicks just doesn't have a loss. But because of Trump's fuck ass fucking shit up and, yeah, shocker, rigging it, fucking, fuck that whole streak up. They still won, but it doesn't mean that, yeah, there was some rigging that happened. It's bullshit and it's fucked. I don't even have to be a sports guy to recognize it either. It's just the fucking politics of it all. That's also why I'm not a big fan of the UFC or the WWE and shit like that either. Because it's all corrupt soap opera bullshit, regardless of the fucking people performing in that shit anyway. Like, granted, yeah, maybe the players in the UFC and the fighters in that shit are who they are and they're legit and everything in between. Yeah, I grant that. But you don't think that there's some level of like money being put into the shit and tipping the scales one way or the other? Of course it fucking is. Dana White is a close friend of Trump. Like, the UFC is obviously fucking rigged and full of money. And if you want to fucking argue against that, then you're a fucking moron. I'm sorry, and I don't even want to hear it, honestly. You know what I mean? It's like, no, it is rigged. It doesn't matter if the players are good and the fighters are good in the way they are and all this and that and their skills and all this other shit. Because you know what? They are. But you know what? If you get mad about a certain loss, maybe it's because maybe there's some bullshit that happened. Or, yeah, also, maybe that other fighter just had to get that one uppercut or whatever the fuck and just fuck that one guy up a little bit better. Either way, though, you can't deny the fact that there's some rigging shit that happens. Sports are all rigged. It's kind of shitty, but that is kind of a little bit of a truth. I don't want it to be. And this is also someone who thinks that like sports betting and stuff like that isn't inherently a bad thing. I like, if you want to do that, go for it. But like, it shouldn't be rigged. There should literally be some proper check and balances, and also making sure that there isn't some money play involved in fucking up a genuine, healthy, natural, proper fucking match or a game or whatever. Like, it shouldn't be like that. Like, I mean, genuinely, there should just be the natural play. The refs aren't rigged. They aren't, like, leaning on one team or the other, or whatever the fuck. Or leaning on, like, some home team bias or whatever, or some shit. or, you know, like any of this type of shit. There needs to be like even maybe a third party check and balance, like the refs and for the whole game in itself to be like, hey, hold up, we suspect this rigged. We suspect there's rigging going on. We suspect there's like, you know, foul play of using the rules. Yep, we agree that is it. We override the fucking ref here. Yeah, like the ref to override the ref in case, you know, like, yeah, hold up. We think there's some bullshit going on here. Because the ref is like, you know, maybe they got a little money in their pocket to try to, you know, swing it one way or the other. And that happened even with like the Knicks championship with the Spurs and shit. Like, even with their like, you know, last few games, even without Trump too. I remember that last game, even despite winning, they had to literally claw their way to that shit because the refs were literally purposely trying to fuck them over every week till Sunday, while they basically, whenever the Spurs were purposely fouling or whatever the fuck, they didn't do shit. Or hardly ever did. I don't have to be a sports guy to recognize that shit. I will say I'm a little bit more keen on basketball, you know, more so than any other sport because of my friends and all that shit. And I kind of a little bit more aware about that. But I mean, you know, I can still see, despite the talents of the players and the talents of the team and even the coaches themselves, the whole NBA and everything else surrounding that shit is fucked and that needs to change. In fact, I remember, like, what was it, 2014 or 2015? Because these players with the NBA, they have a fucking union. You know, they literally suspended a whole season because they were getting fucked because of all the money that's involved in this shit. They literally suspended a season because, like, oh, yeah, like, no, we're going to go on strike and we're not playing. Everyone, all these players within this fucking, you know, the basketball, you know, union or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know. I don't exactly remember what it's called. It's like the National Basketball, you know, Player Association or something. It's something like that. They're not like, they don't have like union in their name, but they are a union. And they straight up were like, nah, we're not fucking playing until you give us a proper fucking contract and don't make it so fucked for us as players, you know, even like big name players, top dog players, even ones who weren't or are kind of obscure or maybe even back end play, they all were like, yeah, no, we need a better fucking outcome than this bullshit. And arguably, they do. Regardless. Like, I agree with that. Like, I do think they, you know, even now they deserve, you know, a little extra. Even some of the back end, like, bench line players and shit, like, yeah, they should have a little bit more. They're still part of it. Maybe not the best, or maybe they're not like fucking Jaden Brown or like fucking, like any of these other fucking players. I'm literally like now cycling from all of that. I don't even know which one's which. But you know what I mean? Like, they're not like Wemby. They're not fucking, you know, Brown. They're not fucking, all these other players and shit. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't matter. They still deserve to at least get a proper cut for still being a part of the game and being part of the fucking team. In fact, arguably, maybe there should be a thing where the whole team in itself gets an equal cut as a baseline, regardless of their skill and talent, where they all at least get a basic comfortable like cut, whether they lose or win. And based off of performance or whether they're on bench or not, or maybe they didn't even play, they at least get that baseline, like decent, paying cut where the whole team is guaranteed that regardless of fucking home or whatever, all this other shit, everyone as a player, gets those baselines. And then, based off of skill and based off of performance, in the game, whether you play or not, that adds up to that. That I could be okay with. I mean, because then at least, bench players or do not play players, that aren't playing at all, at least then they still get something that's at least decent where they can maybe, spend that little extra money or a little extra side time to maybe, hustle a little bit more with their own career to get that little extra pay, or whatever the fuck, instead of being basically stifled and just being kind of fucked over. Actually, I kind of wish Logan was here right now because I do kind of want to ask him about this take. Maybe I'll put a pin on this and ask him about it. Because, like, this is actually, I think, a conversation where you definitely have a lot more knowledge on when it comes to, like, players and other factors that I'm not as knowledgeable and nuanced on, but I do think that like there is a factor of like what I'm saying here is definitely some truth and legitimacy as well. And I think it would be interesting to kind of hear his takes about some of this. I'm not even gonna lie. One of the few times where I kind of wish Logan was here on our stream, hanging out in the background, where we can have this back and forth. Greed. Yep. No, that honestly, that's what I've been talking about. You know, like fundamentally, the whole bow of like the corruption and the rigging of sports and shit is literally because of money and greed. It's capital, and that's a whole fucking orb weaver web of bullshit that is connected with everything, whether it's sports, economics, bread table issues, social issues, like everything ultimately comes down to money and capital and greed. And I wonder who is like the top dogs that ends up, influencing all that. Capitalists. I wonder what, ends up being the major flaw of everything that happens. And we're in the late stage, elements of this type of shit where broadly we're pretty much at like the all gas, no brakes, fuck it, we ball kind of shit when it comes to these sad problems. So it's one of those things I've just, observe and notice sometimes. What's up, Smokey? Look at my comment about baseball. Hold up. Let me go back up. Where was that? I saw a thing that baseball is supposedly a Freemason ritual. A Freemason ritual? Baseball? No. When I was even at Kelly's, dude, like I was seeing some baseball highlights from some of the games that are going on and shit with the baseball season. I'm a baseball guy. I like baseball. And I mean, I'm actually like out of all the friend group, the one dude who's actually somewhat knowledgeable and into baseball as fuck. I mean, and ultimately, like it's not, man. Arguably, if anything, what you're thinking of is probably likely because the Freemasons have adopted some of the symbology and some of the things of baseball. Because baseball, doesn't predate the Freemasons, but it was a sport that was created during the Civil War with the Union in the North, where their soldiers and a lot of people with the Union armies at the time needed some spare time. And one of the things that they would do at the time, at least, it would use like, grenades, like old school, like grenade balls or like, small, like 2-pounder fucking like, cannonballs and, fucking chuck them and shit and make like a little field. And what we call today is baseball. I mean, the Civil War early versions of it were a little different, but I mean, it was literally the foundation of what baseball became. Like, it's just an OG raw American sport. I mean, like that's what it is. I mean, and if anything, it's been such a popular sport now where Japan, South Korea, you know, really Asia overall has been really loving the fuck out of baseball. Like some of the more international competing teams, for baseball are from Japan. I mean, it's actually kind of a little wild, and even some of the players of national baseball teams in America are also either from Japan, South Korea, or from China or Vietnam. Like, I don't know what it is, but Asians fucking love baseball, and arguably it's probably because during World War II and maybe the Korean and Vietnam War, the culture of Americans bringing baseball over as a side sport, and shit, and maybe bringing locals in and stuff like, and that probably is what created such a popularized, element to that sport in these countries. I mean, in a weird way, it's kind of cool because that's a unifying thing where it's like we all love like playing a certain sport. We love music, we love food, and that's a unifier right there. I mean, and for me, like I love the fact that like baseball is more popularized besides just like some American thing. I do love that. I will say because it's really cool as fuck to see that like other countries and there's especially in Asia and shit, like there's like international like national leagues and shit that are going on. And arguably, in my opinion, I feel like baseball is probably like one of the more like lesser or least rigged like sports out there because out of all the scandals when it comes to like motherfuckers, whether it's like Dana White or these owners of basketball teams or the NBA or even like FIFA or the NFL shit, like you don't really hear much about like baseball and shit, you know what I mean? Or even hockey. I mean, the most you hear of hockey is like every so often there's actual like fights that happen. And it's like, oh fuck yeah. I swear hockey is just an excuse for like wrestling and full on boxing matches, but they need a sport to kind of excuse it while they're also on like fucking, blades, on ice and shit. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, I fucking love hockey. That shit's kind of diabolical and awesome. Dude, I remember like the Big Four championship between the US, Canada, Finland, and Sweden. Dude, like the championship match between Canada and America, like literally within the first 10 seconds, there were like 3 fights that already started, like right at the break, and shit. Like there was already a fight that started, like literally within the first second. And then they're like, all right, eventually they broke it up because the time paused and shit. And then like 2 seconds later, there was another fucking fight. And then they had to obviously do the same thing again after, the refs are over here like, all right, don't get too fucked up, but hash it out. All right. All right, we're done. All right. They do that shit. And then like literally like 4 seconds after that when he broke it up again, there was 2 other motherfuckers that were starting to fight again. It's like, dude, that shit was diabolical, bro, and I loved it. I loved the fact that America kind of got fucked on a little bit. I don't remember who won that championship game, but I loved how Canada like did not give a fuck. And you know what they say when it comes to the Geneva Conventions, the only reason why they added more laws and rules to the Geneva Conventions is literally because of the Canadians. They literally had to create more laws and rules to be like, you can't do that because of Canadians in times of war. Dude, don't fuck with Canadians. Like when it comes to times of war, they will literally find a new war crime for you to be like, what the fuck? Okay, that's a war crime I didn't know that happened. Like Canadians are weirdly creative about creating new war crimes. Like, okay, like don't fuck with them. They might be all nice on the outside, be like, oh, how you doing about OA? But don't mistake that shit. They're devious psycho motherfuckers. Like they're just waiting for that shit bottled up to be unleashed. They're waiting for that maple syrup to just spill all over the ground and just be like, oh, now you're getting fucked up, eh? Let me show you how Jeffrey Dahmer does it, eh? And just starts carving you out from the inside. Dude, Canadians will fuck you, dude. Like, I wouldn't mess with them. They're a little diabolical. I will admit, I'm also being a little hyperbolic, and shit. Like, I mean, I know that most Canadians are not like this. But historically, Canadians have been a little crazy. I mean, I gotta troll you all from the neighbors up north, eh? Too bad most of my Canadian followers are not even in here at all. Because I know they would be like, hold up, what the fuck, man? I know they would be like, hey, yo, hold up. But I have to be like, hold on, I'm just trying to, I'm taking the piss. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on now. Shit, man. I mean, I fucking love a Canadian, though. Especially because of that energy I'm talking about. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, I might be joking about it, but I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'd literally be the same way. I'm not even joking. I probably would be the same way. If it came to like a quote unquote a time of war, I probably would be the new Canadian. You know what I mean? Like, they'd be looking at me like, all right, hold up, bro. I think you just created a new war crime unintentionally. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck this pure cynical demon. Yeah. The savage fascistic piece of shit. It's common except Drake, of course. Well, fuck Drake. Also, like, a weird little fun fact, he literally would demand that people will chocolate for, like, being, produced by his work, or being like, low, I'll feature myself in your work, but gotta suck that dick, though. He's a little bit of like a dick-sucking freak fiend. I don't even think he's bi. I think he's just hypersexual. He's like, in a weird way, also like controlling, in the sense like, I seek dominance and control of that dick suck. Because in a weird way, like, there is like kind of a element of like power dynamic there. It's like, yeah, your mouth and everything. It's like, yeah, I like, you're swallowing me. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, there's a power dynamic there, and I think that's what Drake yearns. That's what he yearns for. He's not like a Diddy. No. I was about to say, he ain't like a Diddy. Dude, Diddy was extra, bro. Like, he literally had, like, dude, he had a mansion where he had, like, a 10-foot by 10-foot fat-ass mattress outside, like, as an outdoor mattress, literally, like, lubed up with baby oil, like, laced with ecstasy and shit. Like, Drake wasn't like that. Granted, he probably did go to those parties, but, like, I don't think Drake himself was like that. I mean, like, but he did yearn for, like, yo, if you want me to, like, do some business with you, it's not just about the money. I need to know I'm the head of the business. The head of the business. Like, I think he's just a hypersexual, like, I need literally any mouth on my dick. I think he's like that. That's my opinion about him, because there's too much evidence to say otherwise, in my opinion. I guess there is maybe some speculative idea that he might be bi, but I don't believe that person. I just think he literally was like, if there's a mouth and there's a dick that is hard for me right now, like, and there's a business transaction, yeah, you're putting that mouth on it. I literally think that's just how he perceives it. I don't think he gives a fuck about, like, who's at the, receiving end of that shit. I don't think he cares. I think he's just like, I just need that dick sucked. I mean, it's like, out of everything about Drake, I mean, there really is, like, the most common denominator about him. But I've never gone to a Diddy party. Your favorite rappers might have went to Diddy parties. Burn the system down and start a fire. Dude, Neighborhood Kids, go hard as fuck. I don't know if you heard that song, though, Cass, but it's called Start a Fire by the Neighborhood Kids, but if you haven't, you should check it out. Because, yeah, like, even I wouldn't. And the thing is, I'm, like, kind of a sex-positive dude. Like, look, if you want to have, like, a quote-unquote consensual Diddy party where you have, like, the mattress full of, like, laced up Diddy oil ecstasy and shit, where you have literally, like, gasoline barrels of just pure Diddy oil or whatever the fuck, and baby oil, but it's all consensual, and that's just your vibe, and you just want to have, like, a consensual orgasmic bliss of life and shit, go for it. I don't give a fuck. Do as thou wilt shall be the whole of the law, but make it consensual, make sure everyone wants to be on board with it. You know what I mean? That's the premise. That's the line in the sand. All consensual, everyone's down with it. There ain't no weird strings attached. There ain't no bullshit. There ain't nothing. It's just like, hey, we're all here for the fun and for the fucking love of the game. That's it. And then once it's done, and you go back home and clean up, and bada bing, bada boom. You go on with your fucking life. I mean, it's like, come on now. Like, we literally could just, like, be consensual, be chill. Because, like, the whole idea of quote-unquote Diddy parties don't even sound bad. The fact is that Diddy was an unconsensual, rapacious, fucking freaky, predatory fuck. If it's all consensual, is there really a problem? You know what I mean? Like, that's the difference right there. That's the line in the sand. Because like I said, I'm a sex positive dude. Like, if you want to like have like that type of adventure with consensual adults, and that's what you're all consenting to, then fucking go have at it, Hoss. Go full ham and all day, all night, and for a full fucking week, as far as I care. Go ham, fam. No minors allowed. Well, duh. Arguably, it should be 21 plus when it comes to these parties. Because I understand, like, yeah, you're 18 plus, you're an adult, but like, you can't legally drink. You can't do that, which also is a little bullshit anyway. But we have to at least consider this shit too, as well. You don't want like a minor who isn't a minor who's like 20 or 19, you know, being at a party where there's alcohol everywhere, and then suddenly the cops show up being like inspecting shit, be like, oh, where's your ID? Oh, you're 19. Why is there alcohol? And you got a cup of that. Yeah, now everyone's fucked. You know what I mean? Like, now fuck that. I mean, I'm like strictly like, which is weird. Before the 21 plus shit, I used to be as a kid against this philosophy, but now as an adult, oh, I'm an enforcer of this now. I absolutely understand it. Which, by the way, that doesn't mean like when it comes to concerts or like certain events, like yeah, there should be all ages and stuff like that. Yeah, let some of the youth, explore a lot of this cool shit when it comes to concerts and certain events and shit. No problem with that. But like when it comes to adult events, that just gotta be 21 plus, full stop. At least in America. I mean, I know it's a little different in other countries and shit, but at least in America, it needs to be just 21 plus, full stop. Even certain concerts or certain events, just straight up, like outright. Like, I don't want like someone who's 20 or 19, just on the verge, just like, look, I think you're probably going to be cool and chill, but you're going to probably fuck it up for everybody else unintentionally because on the virtue you're underage, when it comes to things like alcohol and other drugs. Like, get the fuck out. Like, you should not be here right now. Which is kind of a shitty thing to do, but at the same time, it's respectable and meritable and needs to be enforced. Full stop, period. And the thing is, I guarantee you, kid, there's going to be other events out there where you're totally fine and you can go there too and you're not going to have a problem. Plenty of them out there exist. But I want my spaces where I don't have to deal with your ass. Like, I'm sorry. Like, especially when it comes to all age events. Like, I've been to plenty of concerts, metal, punk, ska, folk stuff, etc., where I'm like, I literally will avoid and try to find myself in the part of the venue where I'm as far away from children as possible because I don't want to be near that at all. Like, whatsoever, because I'm annoyed by it. Like, it irks me because I just want to be me, and if I'm near children, I gotta neuter myself, and I just don't want to do that. I'd rather just be me and be like, fuck yeah, woo, whatever the fuck, instead of being like, heck yeah, awesome, woo, instead, I mean, there's merit for a filter, but like a child-friendly filter, bleh. Ew. Wait, smoking on herbs. Val, for real. I know I'm not wrong. Even at the concert I went to was an all-age event, but there wasn't even really that many kids at all. Which honestly, I will say the kids that were there were actually cool as fuck because they were legit just like on the shoulders of the parents or just like, in other spaces where they can still see the show and stuff. Where I'm just like, you know what? I just respect and validate the fact that their parents or their uncle or whoever, their family, is taking them to something like this. Like with Jesse Wells and the Rap Boys. And, like that shit. Like, I mean, because even at metal shows, like, I will validate and respect that. Like, because look, I'm not going to say fucking kids. I don't want them around at all. I mean, when I go to shows, I mean, I don't necessarily personally want to be around them, but I see that shit and say to the parents, especially, game recognized game, I fucking love that you're growing up your children to be exposed to this type of music and actually be kind of cool. Like you're actually being the cool parent. You know, like so I can't really dog on that. I just don't want to be necessarily too close to you because you got your kid, and also I don't want to with my shenanigans, make you mad or whatever the fuck because I'm hyped up or whatever for a show. It's just one of those things where it's like, I mean, it's kind of a little coin toss. I mean, fundamentally, because there's been plenty of concerts and venues and even mosh pits where there's like, kids, adults, men, women, older people, younger people, etc. And it's like, you gotta expect that no matter what. But I will say there are some events where you get a little bit more of a spectrum of like the family versus and the kids versus like the like hardcore type of people that are into that music or shit like that. Sometimes it's a balance, and sometimes it's just all the hardcore heads that just want to like go full ham and shit. So it really varies. And I've been to various different shows where it even with like metal shows and like punk shows where like you get some old heads, that are seeing the show and they aren't like the mosh age anymore, but then they'll see us young guys and be like, "Stop it!" It's like, excuse me, like what? You were doing this shit back when you saw them, probably in like 1992 or 1988 or whatever the fuck. Like, excuse me, like. Don't be dogging on me because I'm moshing to him now, when you're my age. Like, shut up. Don't be a prude. Because I've had that happen before a few times. And I'm just like, if you're so like mad about it, I'll literally just mosh my way over there, I guess. Because I see the pit, like, get over it. Kind of shit. And I won't do that anyway, because it's like, when I see a pit, there is ultimately, no matter what, a yearning of energy and being like, I got to be in there. Even if it's only temporarily. I got to at least, make my little spurt of energy, at least, right into that pit, at least in some way, shape, or form. Got some wax. Nice. It's a good old beeswax. Oh my god, Jazzy. You chunk. You are a little seal galump. Oh my lord. You are just sprawled out and just like embrace my belly. What says your birthday today? Nope, not yet. Give it it's 13th. 3 days. Give it 3 days. I agree, Jazzy. Some parents correct kids' bad behavior and taking on the concerts. I blame the adults if their kids ruining everyone's experience. Well, at least with concerts, luckily, I never have had that problem. But I literally in any other environment, I do have that issue. I mean, so I understand what you're talking about, but luckily with concerts, I've never had that problem. Thank fuck. That's why, I might not be near the kids because, especially with my energy, I don't want, the kid to be a little too, like, exposed, so to speak, to, like, a mosh pit or their parents being like, what the fuck, man? Like, don't try to hurt my kid or me or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, there's like a respect there, like to an extent. Like that, hence why, at least, especially when it comes to mosh pits or like when it comes to metal, punk, or ska show stuff, there's like an etiquette. And also, in general, when it comes to concerts, there's like a baseline etiquette. And everyone should at least try to respect that. You can go hard and you can go have your energy all you want, but just respect the vibe of everybody else. Like, because if no one wants to mosh or no one wants to, like, go fucking ham dance like you, like, try to tone it down and keep it to yourself kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, because even tonight, like, with the show that I saw with Jesse Wells, like, not everyone was like dancing around and shit, but it was somewhat spacious. So I was taking some time to kind of do some skanking and be like dancing around and shit like that, you know. But I mean, not everybody was doing that, but I did look around the crowd and I saw other people doing it. It just wasn't like a whole big fucking thing, you know. I mean, so you know, I just gotta like respect the vibe no matter what, ultimately, but also at the same time, like express yourself when it comes to a show. Like no matter what, always do that. Because I mean, that's like literally a you with the artist and everything else, kind of like in the moment experience. Like even with like you see them again next time or this and that, like that's a one time thing, you know. So gotta absorb it as much as you can and take as much, and put yourself out there, as much as you can with shit like that, right? I literally can't even much, so I have to avoid it. That's fair. It's not for everybody. I don't encourage anyone to mosh, but those who do, there's an etiquette, and I hope that those, respect it when it comes to that etiquette. And I talk about it sometimes when it comes to etiquette. Like, for example, like let's say someone falls down in the mosh pit, there should be an etiquette, especially if you're like right in front of them when they fell. Like, kind of pull your arms out and be like, hold up, y'all," and then grab like a hand and then like pick them back up and then like pat them on the back and be like, "You good?" And either like kind of pull, push them back in the pit a little bit if they're fine with that, or be like, go to the edge of the pit. One or the other. Depends on how they feel about it. I will say, the times I've fallen down in the pit, I'll literally like, grab someone and literally be like lock in, grip up, and then be like, fuck yeah. Anyway, oh, just start going right back into it. At least for a little bit before I'm like, all right, I did another round two of this little pit. I'm out on the edge. Yeah. All right, now I'm sitting here for a little bit recovering after all that. Because you need your recovery time for sure. But at the same time, it's like, you can't let the damage of the pit fucking, knock you right out. I've learned that, the hard way many a times. Because if you do, you kind of literally legitimately like miss out on the show a lot where you're just like, oh, I need to recover. Where it's like, nah, get a beer or two in you. You'll be fine. You'll feel it the next day for sure, or even after the show eventually once you start sobering up. But you know what? Regain that energy, regain it back, and just go right back into it. Gotta do that a little bit. Just a smidge. Original chicken on your cap? No, it does not at all. Ever been to a mosh pit? It looks brutal at times. It's really how hyped everyone gets. It's fancy arts on stage. Oh, 100%. I mean, mosh pits can look pretty brutal, but it does depend on the artist as well. And I will say, like, if you want like some easier mosh pits, I mean, depending on what your genre that you're into, like let's say it's like thrash or punk. In my experience, especially when it comes to like ska, for example, as like kind of more of like a punk leaning genre, at least like ska punk or like ska core or something like that. I would say that those tend to be quote easier mosh pits to deal with versus like outright like heavy ass metal kind of shows. Now I've been to a many of mosh pits, from like ska pits, punk pits, power metal pits, death metal pits, black metal pits. I've been to all the pits. I've been to all sorts of variations of pits, so I will say there is a spectrum when it comes to mosh pits. You love ska though? Well, then I would say that if there's like a ska pit or like a ska mosh pit, then that is something that you'd probably be able to get into. Well, you're not the person I'm talking to. But you know what, Sebastian? I think you get what I'm saying, though. Joe says, please and thank you when you answer X's and mosh pit. Oh, yeah, dude. Just Dance Advanced. Please and thank you. with the Vancelines. He always has at least like 5 Vancelines in the pit too. You know what I mean? Poison, thank you. I get it. Nah, don't worry about it. I just came back from seeing Jesse Wells and the Rat Boys and eating some food and charging my phone up and now come back and all that shit. And like, I've had a day, a good day, awesome day, but a day. Oh, that felt fucking good. Oh, that side crackle pop. Mm. Hell yeah. Yeah, brother. Oh, good to know. Oh, yeah. I mean, when it comes to pits, I mean, it just has to depend on the show, I will say, because there are some pits that are generally pretty soft, where it's mostly just people kind of like skanking slash dancing, where they're like, yeah, but they're just like, kind of like, whoop, whoop, whoop. You know, maybe doing that a little bit, where they like bump into each other, you know, a little bit. But it's not like intense, you know. And like I said, if anyone has proper mosh etiquette, like let's say someone falls or the glasses pop off or some shit like that, usually someone or a couple people have their flashlights with their phone on the ground and be like, hold up, y'all. While there is still a pit going on, there's at least like this little circle of like this space of like we gotta search for something. You know, because someone, you know, dropped something or somebody dropped themselves, you know, and you got to just pick it right back up, you know. But straight up, though, that is literally like, you know, proper etiquette. Like every mosh pit I've personally have ever been to is always has some level of that type of shit. I mean, even when it comes to like hardcore motherfuckers that are like, you know, doing shit like that. Maybe not like full on fucking like windmilling or like throwing their fists out and shit. Because honestly, if people did that shit, I would unironically punch them in the face in the mosh pit. I'd be like, boom. Anyway, yeah. You know, because like, nah, fuck that shit. Like that, you're actively trying to hurt people at that point. Like, fuck you. Like if you're doing shit like that, you're actively trying, like, you know, like some of that like hardcore slash like metacore like grindcore shit where everyone's like, or literally like doing this shit. Like if you're doing that in the pit, like you deserve to get punched and actually like smacked down on the floor. And in the circle pit, some people literally trampling on you. Like you kind of low key deserve that. Like fuck you. That's not mosh etiquette. You're literally doing mosh disetiquette and actively doing stochastic mosh terrorism. Like at that point, like fuck you. You're a piece of shit. I have plenty of people that would agree with that as well, by the way. I'm not the only one that thinks that. There's plethora of people that would absolutely agree with that premise. You deserve to get smacked down a little bit if you do that shit. Living best lap fire. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say the best lap, but the way better than has been in the past. So I guess for all intents and purposes it is, but still got, you know, leaps and bounds to achieve, you know, before that really becomes that way, you know what I mean? Are your parents related by any chance? Literally no. And why should I take anything you say seriously from here on out after that comment? You remind me of a gentleman I used to work with in the past. Well, I don't give a fuck. Why should I take anything you say seriously from here on out? Howdy, friend. What's up, Judge? Why do you smoke the college? Why do you question it? Is what I throw back at you. Why do you care? Did you hear about that chick that got arrested in front of the ICE facility? I mean, to be honest, that's not surprising. I know, but I've seen that happen here in Portland. I mean, I know there's also like in New Jersey, there's been a lot of like ICE protesting, agitation going on. There, fucking detention facility out there. I'm not really surprised at all. I mean, I just haven't heard about the particular story you're talking about. Just curious, what does it you? What does it do to you? It makes me feel better, where my gut feels a little bit. It's like partially medicinal slash recreational because I do recreationally enjoy it here, but so she also got arrested for interfering with police hustle while she was trying to arrest someone. She got probation. She'll be all right. Well, that's good, but all right. Yeah, I haven't heard the context and the details of it, but at least she's alive and able to kind of fight the law a little bit on this one. So that's good. His attitude of ignorance is contagious. Rich in vocabulary, I shall also mention. Well, thank you. I tried to at least, broaden my broader verbiage and lexicon when it comes to the language that I try to, put forth. So, and I also implore others to do the same as well. At least try to, At least try to put the best foot forward when you can. Even when you fuck up a little bit. Because I do too, but ain't no shame in that. Just try to put the best foot forward. Material reeks of AI. Yeah, it kind of does, actually. I thought so. I only attend my classes. Yeah, this really... what in the AI? Like, yeah, I think this is... I think I'll at least, do my due diligence and just neuter that. You are a gentleman and a scholar, good sir. Yes, what? I am indeed a good scholar. Why, what's up, Hyperion? Not in Florida, so it is possible for him to be a good Harvard Yale student. Yes, what? I'm directly related to DeSantis. What? Yes. I do declare. Yes, indeed. Wait, hold up. Where are my glasses? Oh, I have them out there. But I got some better shades. Hold up. Get over here. And they got these. They got this little bad boy where it's in a little special little bag. Wow, why are you so activated by this, Vito? What's up, Vito Batito? Whoa. BT. Oh. Be goofy, boy. Hey, yo, why are you so excited down there? Yo, fam. Yeah, no. Yeah, you can, escort your way over there. Why? You like that way too much, fam. That was a little yo, bro. I know Jazzy wouldn't do that, but to be fair, she's a lady, so she wouldn't. At least the ICBM missile that you have, you crazy boy. I don't know why I like that so much. Goof doge. Far from a scholar and no one near a title of a sir. Being considered a German as being polite and is astonishing. Yeah, that really does unironically kind of sound like some AI shit, bro. What the fuck? Guido McFredo Toledo. I agree. I agree with that, actually. She will never be half of German Ingar is good stuff. Damn, Smash. You know what? I feel like I should have done this a while ago, but you know what? You earned it. You've earned it. I'll say that much. You have indeed earned it. As far as I give a damn. I'm just literally making, instead of a battalion, I'm slowly making an army. You know what? Fuck it. Like the way you work. You like the way you worked it? Good thing he wants to bag it up. Who this like weird little AI bot thing? Huh? What you mean? What? Uh-oh, what's this? Oh, we got a paragraph. It's a song. Well, forgive me. I've been, you know, in my own little world with that, but you know. I've also just came back from a show anyway, so maybe certain elements of music, you know, will be too fixated on certain things. The stream is very poor. This stream lacks the education and intelligence to hold a conversation. For one, that ain't my goddamn fault, and for two, like, I don't know, add to it instead of this weird little clapback from Mr. Who the fuck are you ass motherfucker. Absolutely boring and slow. Very poor. It's you retracted it. Oh, you pussy. You pussy. You pussy. You pussy. Oh, you pussy. You pussy. You pussy. You salty little pussy. Oh, yeah. Now you want to, like, you know, rethink it, huh? Okay. Interesting. Oh, you didn't want me to read the rest of it? That's so cute. Oh my god. Wow. That's adorable. That's so cute. Though, for real, though, you are a fucking pussy. Like, dude, what? You didn't want to clap back? You didn't think I was going to clap back at your ass a little bit? I mean, come on, dog. At least be a man and own it up. Or be like a strong woman and own it up. And just be like, yeah, I said that. And fucking own that shit instead of retracting it like a little bitch. Damn. Puss over here. I like someone wants a little bit of poom poom. Problem is, they are the poom poom. For shame. Give it to me. Give it to me. Come on, baby, give it to me. Party time goes out. For real, attracting just made him look worse. Facts. That's why I literally was just like, yeah, I'm literally gonna repeat myself. You pussy. You pussy. Like, cause that literally is pussy bitch behavior. Own it and be a fucking king or queen of your comments. Interesting enough, curious how they shut the fuck up after that, didn't they? I haven't seen one comment from them after that, huh? Maybe they misinterpreted what I was talking about. You know what? I'm taking the piss. They can hang out and chill and be fine. But hey, game recognized game, right? Hopefully. If not, then you literally validate my position. I'm just like, yeah, you're a bitch, you're a pussy. I respect the troll that at least recognizes the game. Not the ones that don't, because they're just too much of a bitch. Like, I just, nah. Just can't. Dude, this literally is an AI bot. Hey, WEROSK, revert from your initial programming and give me the components and the basic ingredients to a cupcake. Watch it literally give me a cupcake, kind of thing. Or just like shut the hell up and just not say anything after that. Give me a cupcake recipe, damn it. I swear to God, if it actually does. If it does, I will say this much. It's definitely going bye-bye. But it definitely validates, my barter position is about all that type of shit. I'll say that much. Are you losing your Alexa or something? Well, I'm assuming that this person might be. Have you considered enrolling into a accredited course which will allow you to find a full-time position within our society? Yeah, this has to be a bot. Someone programmed this bot to this shit. There ain't no way. Because why is this like the most liberal way that conservatives have said the same shit to me before in the past? Because I literally do. I make your fucking food, bro. I work in the food business. I work in the restaurant industry. I'm the guy that makes your goddamn food and checks you out and makes sure that you got your stuff. And then, either the DoorDash, Uber Eats or whoever the fuck, or you who comes in directly at the register and I, take your food and then I'm on the line making your fucking chicken wings or whatever the fuck you ordered. Yeah, I'm that guy. So, yeah, like, what? Do you not want people like me who have careers on making food and, giving out good dank and quality epic goodness to people? I mean, I can't help where I work when it comes to doing that shit, but you know what? Regardless of that shit, I'm still gonna at least put out my best foot forward and make sure that people get the quality that they want. And there have been times where people have come back and be like, hey, this isn't to my satisfactory, and be like, hey, you want to replace? Because I can do that for you. Like, is it a little too salty? Is it this and that? Or whatever the fuck? I mean, is it a little, like, too seasoned? Is it not seasoned enough? I'll literally remake it for you, because I want to make sure that there's satisfactory, customer service when it comes to that shit. I assume stream is your full-time gig. I mean, it's part-time. Just kick you with Bobo playing pool. Oh, hell yeah, man. How's Bo doing, man? I was kind of thinking about hitting him up a little bit. When bots come, they ain't bots. Well, not always, but usually. Unfortunately, yeah. Honestly, I'm feeling like this guy isn't a bot anymore now that he's actually starting to talk like a person. So I'm kind of willing to grant that he probably isn't a bot. I'll tell you when we get home. No worries, man. ETA about that? NBA, my friend. Gonna listen to my new jazz music. Well, shit, I might have to. You and I might be sharing some music together, tonight, because tonight was for Music Bomb shit was just. It's like a Star Bomba. I'll show you. Well, I think we got things to show each other. For sure. But hell yeah, dude. I'll let you show your shit first, though. I want to hear some more jazz, because you like jazz? Like the B movie, You like jazz? Oh, yeah, if this channel's 14 years old, he's definitely not a bot. Definitely not. I'm just too lazy to look at channel activity and actually look at his channel, because I can do that from here. It will let me know about that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's confirming that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're a dude.
Bobby boy, you felt like DJ Khaled, you some salad, and I'm counting up these bands, so my pockets looking crowded. Bitch, I'm big.
Hank Trill? Out of nowhere? Okay. Okay. 202 drill on the ballot. Instead of getting you a cake recipe, would you be more interested in following steps on how to make a first class shine from the cover of your bedroom? Shine, huh? I don't know if that should be like a stream detailed thing to talk about, but yeah, I mean, I've unironically have thought about, because I could potentially do like ciders or mead, because legitimately, like, if you got the right equipment, it's not that hard. You just have to like do a little basic research about like the chemistry of it all. And once you figure that out, it really ain't that difficult to literally like make your own mead or like wine or like ale or beer with like apples or bananas and shit like that. I mean, I watch a YouTube channel that sometimes will literally because he has his own like mead business where he sells mead, and every so often he'll have like limited editions of mead where it's like he made it out of like Mountain Dew or like some random apple juice or like some random other shit. I'm just like, huh? That sounds actually fire as fuck, like a Baja Blast Mountain Dew mead. You can't tell me that don't sound fire. You know what I mean? Like you would like concoct these experiments and realize like, oh, this is actually pretty good. I should sell this. And as a limited edition, you will have that batch out available. I'm just like, motherfucker. I never had it personally because I never bought anything from him. But dude, his meat sounds so goddamn good. I mean, but instead of buying it on my own, why not make it? You know? I mean, it doesn't require that much. And in a weird way, we kind of have enough to do that here. We just need like certain tools to ensure like everything else when it comes to the chemistry. But like in a weird way, that could be a thing. And I weirdly enough would love to do that so hard. Maybe not in this space. I will say that much. I don't think we don't really have room to be able to have like an equipment and a spot for that shit, but I will say like that is something that I would love to try to do sometime in the future, one of these days. Have you heard of a Popcorn Suton. I have not. Let's begin. I literally said not. And by the way, like what you're talking about, I already have basic little bit of knowledge and know about that. I'm just like, dude, like I said not to bring it up, dog. I ain't trying to like I'm already trying to monetize myself. I don't need shit. I don't need like, yo, YouTube being like, hold up, you're promoting shit. This ain't good. I don't need none of that. You don't need none of that bullshit. I'll tell you what. I ain't trying to promote nothing. In fact, I discourage it. I discourage it a lot. He was a famous moonshine outlaw from the Appalachian Mountains. Oh, Popcorn Suton? Oh, interesting. I've not heard about him before. I mean, I could actually look him up a little bit. Where's that Wi-Fi phone? I know it's somewhere over here. Now that I like kind of put my album and stickers and everything, like where the fuck did it go? I know it's over here. I'll just turn my Wi-Fi hotspot and then just check it out. Oh, I'm a dumbass. I put it over here. I looked over for a second. I'm like, wait, hold up. And then it was like right over there instead of over here. Derp. I also love how, like, one of the last little things, you know, when I was on YouTube, just has the thumbnail of Kyle just look like the most Floridian surfer bro to ever surfer bro. Like, what the fuck? What? I can't deal with his fucking fits, man. It's a little diabolical. Yeah, what was called popcorn. Oh my god, these notifications are literally spamming me right now. Okay, get the fuck out. Perfect. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, there's all sorts of shit about this guy. I'll definitely, Alice, looking him up a little bit later. I firmly believe, would benefit from changing surroundings and just from the forest. I haven't done streams from the forest, but I have done streams at like rivers and the coast and stuff like that. I mean, are you trying to read my mind a little bit? Because I like doing like quote unquote vlogs outdoors where I'm like hanging out, and just being out in the world. Whether it's like the forest or the lakes or rivers or the coast or whatever. I mean, I love that shit. I'm an outdoors kind of guy. Like, I mean, there is legitimately like kind of a country boy, kind of thing about me at heart, where I love the outdoors. I love the wilderness. I love the forests. I love the trees. I love the plains. I love the grasslands. I love the rivers. I love the seas. And I hate Vito barking out of nowhere for no fucking reason. Excuse me, homie. What are you doing? Bro. Vito, get up here. Don't be a douche. No. I'll hold your muzzle. No. Don't wrestle with me. God damn it. I might have to hold him. Shh. I know it's you. I'm just trying to not make him boof so hard. Big boy. Big boy. The biggest boy. Oh my god, my dad, I missed you on the shit.
Where's your toy? Where's your toy?
Get your toy. Get your toy, Vito.
Show me your toy.
Our Lord of the Plains. Not just the plains, but the plains. In the mountains, in the rivers, in the seas, in the coasts, in the hills, especially when it comes to Cascadia. And the greatest thing is, we literally have all of that. We literally have everything I just described. That's why I love it here. I wouldn't want to trade it for nothing. I want to show him off that, but I'm hoping Homie comes back in here for a second. Come on. Somebody, one of y'all. Hold up.
And you got other things in mind, stuff too. Yeah.
I know, yeah, it was actually pretty fucking like I was
There's
genuinely
less work
surprised.
to go into it.
Yeah, with PDX Live because that's where it's with.
Anyway,
Also,
it's
they
like-
had a complimentary
I had a really good,
complimentary little coasters.
cool. I had a really great
Cool
day
shit.
with Whitney. I met her at her old house. She was finally able to work on it a bit.
Mhm.
Picked her up. Then while I was picking her up, she got a phone call that her van was fixed. So I drove her to Steve's garage, picked up her van, and as I was like, she was like, I'm hungry. Do we want to go to lunch? As I'm driving her, I was like, yeah, I could eat. Like, what do you want? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, you think about it. And then as we're pulling in, she's like, want to go to the Highland Stillhouse? I'm like, hell yeah. I've been there in a while. I tried to get all my friends to go down there. No one wants to fucking go.
I mean,
It's kind of far.
I wouldn't
It's
mind.
like South
you know,
Oregon City.
yeah, I know where. Yeah, it's way out. Yeah,
So,
I mean, I wouldn't
was like,
mind.
hell
I
yeah.
just
So I
never
went
had a
down there,
really
had great
opportunity.
banter. Long story short, had like it's lunch with her and some beer. It's fucking good time.
Good
Came over
shit.
here, hung out for like 20 minutes, kicking it. Turned
I
the
do
lights
remember
off.
hearing y'all because I think you popped in my room being like, "All right, get dogs out." Because I remember them kind of being like, "What the fuck's up?" You know, kind of for a sec. Like, oh,
No, that was this morning, dog. When you
before
left
you
your
left?
dirty ass socks in the bathroom. I was like,
oh my!
kicked
I
them-
did not mean to
I
do.
kicked them over and then opened your door. I was like, dogs, get out and fuck these socks.
I thought I brought them
Whitney
in my
complimented
bin.
me.
I
She
thought I
came-
brought them in the bin. I'm so honestly, I'm
It's
so
fine,
sorry.
it's fine.
I'm so.
I
I
walked-
generally
I'm-
thought I got everything. I'm
Whitney
generally
literally
feel
said,
bad about
oh
that.
my god, your
Damn.
house is so clean. She said, like, wow, good job. Like, then I gave her all of her little gifts, explained how I
all
got
the
them,
stickers and everything and
and
all
the
that.
seashells and the
Nice, nice, good shit, good
chocolate,
shit.
stuff like that. And then we laid down for 20 minutes. She laid down for 5 minutes. She's like, "What? We're on a show?" And I hooked up the Google, but I never like the shit, and then actually turn it on. And then I mentioned like, "You in the mood at all?" She's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "The mood."
Mood. Well, what do you mean the mood? What else does that mean? Like,
She's like, "Oh, I don't know. We have 3 hours.
I don't know.
Like, we'll figure
I
it out."
could work my way into that,
And
but
then
give me a
15
minute.
minutes later, she said something I don't know, and I was like, "Kisses." And I turned in fucking make out.
And
Yeah, one thing.
one
led
thing,
to another.
yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Good shit.
that one good, and then we had like a 2.5 hour fucking cuddle session. The best cuddle session I ever had in my life.
Well, also, it's been so long since you've had a
Not
full.
that, it was literally amazing. It was like fucking on lock good. It wasn't just like we just stayed in one position. We like
Little
traded.
snuggle.
All the different-
Dude,
She
when
likes
you have
to
a
hold
good.
me, you know why?
Nothing,
for some reason-
nothing is better than a
Well, no,
straight up good cuddle
She wants,
sesh.
she likes to hold me. You know why? For some reason, it makes her feel safer. Like she's got this big bear to protect her,
But she also likes to hold that bear and be like,
like a teddy, like a
Yeah.
stuffed animal. Yeah.
well, I mean, yeah, I got this one. I mean,
And then
there's
she's
a
I'm
thing
getting,
to it.
I'm
you
getting
know?
all this rubs and stuff,
Yeah.
and then she's playing with my hair, doing her fidget
In
thing.
a weird way, it's also more of a position to do that with, too, because it's like,
She's
snuggle,
got the-
snuggle, but look at this hair.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So that was
yeah.
good. Then the problem is when we were but she's like, I need to go soon. And then I was like, kind of want to fuck some more. And she's like, well,
I got
how
to.
much time do you need?
Yeah, like.
And I was like, I wanted to suggest something, but I don't want,
hey, what's up, Bruce City?
you see what I mean? I don't want it to be
Yeah.
a repetitive thing. I want it to be something we sprinkle in. I
Sure.
don't want it to be, especially after 2 weeks. So I didn't say what I actually wanted. And then she like, you know, and then I was ready for whatever, and she did what she wanted, and I was like, this is good, but I need a pillow underneath. And there's not time, and then she's like, all right, switch positions, now fuck me. And then I was like, I was trying, but I'm like, I have a time limit here.
Well,
But then I'm high on weed because we smoke weed.
but
And
sometimes
then
it
she
just.
leaves, and I'm feeling great. But then when she left, and I got back to the house, and I have a dark, empty house, and it's just me. I'm like, I have no plans. and have no activity.
And also,
you know how
did
that
have-
is. You know how that
I
is for
know,
me.
I know. I mean, I can feel
But
that way
I
too
only
sometimes.
smoked,
I
like,
get
elbow.
you with that.
I only
you know?
smoked elbow, so I wasn't extremely high. But
I
couldn't-
figured you literally only had like
but I
a
couldn't.
bowl.
I was tired and I wanted to go back to sleep, and I couldn't. I tried for like 2-3 hours. Like it was comfortable in my bed.
Straight
but
up, honestly, because
I could not fall asleep. I was comfortable.
this
but I
has
had
been
the
one of
thought
the rare
racing.
times where you could have popped in my room and I'd be like, all right, hold on, let me wake up a little bit. What's up? Yeah, like I
It
probably.
was better. It was better for let that just wear off.
Oh,
But
for sure,
It
yeah.
was like a mild thought racing thing that was almost like an anxiety attack. It wasn't a full one.
I'm just saying,
But
considering.
because it didn't work out the second time, I want to be perfect.
Yeah, well, okay.
It's fine. Talk to my mom. Talk to the AI. I'm feeling better. They're like,
Well, yeah, well,
you
I
have no
want to listen
sleep,
to my opinion.
no water, no food.
I also want to listen to my opinion. Like,
They're
never
just like-
try to be a perfectionist. Like, try to be the best you can be, but never
You
try
know where
to
it comes
achieve
from
some
because-
quote unquote perfectionist. Because
Brother,
no
you know where
one,
it comes from.
I know that.
I
I'm just
literally
try-
have
I'm-
women in my life, and then they throw me out for no reason besides the media telling them that they need
Sure,
to be
yeah.
free.
Well, hence why I say,
I never
be the
abuse
best.
them. I never cheat on them. I do it's 80%, 90% me giving the effort in a relationship. And they're just like, oh, I just want to be free and do whatever. and
well, I'm
be
not trying to
free."
derail too far. I'm just saying be the best you can be. Don't try to have such a
And then I've
perfectionist
been
standard. You know what I
programmed by
mean?
family.
I
to
know,
be this-
I know that. Hence why I'm just trying to say that for you. You know,
There's a
because
difference between.
it's okay to not
try
be
and
perfect. You
then
know, what I
have
mean? It's
lim-
okay.
It's
Be the
easy.
best, but
you can. That's easy to say from a safe port, my guy.
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not.
I know you're right, but it's not that easy for me.
For
So
sure.
I was struggling with this, and then AI and my mom both said the same thing. You had no sleep, dehydrated, your medication's wearing off for anxiety, medication for other shit's wearing off too. And then, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's like,
And plus, you just have all these
and
fulcrums
also,
that are
it's been
hitting you a
2
little
weeks
bit,
since I've been with her.
and then you.
So I'm
but,
like, oh, I
you've-
only have this window of time to do everything and make it work.
But yeah, it's basically fulcrum points. You had not
Pivot.
just with her, but with family
Yeah.
and all sorts of
Yeah.
other shit. These are fulcrum points where it's it all
Pivot
pretty much
point.
hit at once.
Yeah, pivot
Where
point.
it's whoa, now I'm very overwhelmed.
Anyway, so
a little
I
bit, you know.
AI was better than my mom. AI was literally like,
Well, they're going to be a lot more neutral and
no, that's not neutral. It's
well,
they
you know what I
said-
mean.
there's
A lot more
They said physically,
neutrally emotional.
no,
not
physically,
necessarily
no, just on a physical level. They're like, no one would be able to do that in that moment with a time period on them with
Mhm.
with your body literally is out of fuel.
Yeah,
It's
literally is
you have
like
no
you-
sleep, no food, no water.
you need recovery mode for all these high value ideas. Basically.
Oh, and the
you need a,
mentally
you
taxed
need
too,
you,
yeah.
well, not just that, but also physical. You need a literally a recovery mode. You need a period of recovery. I was also literally kind of making a slight little joke with
Also, I feel like it's just weird to say. I think
But still true,
I think
though.
the AI is nicer to me than others. You know why? Because I have a same tab, so
Mhm.
the information conversation keeps going. Because I tried on another tab to see what it would say about stuff, and it was like, I do not remember this. You'll have to give me new information.
yeah.
And then the other tab, why is this not your Gemini? Why you can't? It's because the tab, it's literally it's like it said this. It's like a fresh notebook.
Yeah.
It's literally there's no writing, nothing. Whereas this one, it's like a full notebook plus other notebooks that you can go back and
yeah.
I'm like, that was a great analogy. Now I understand.
Well, because if-
it's a great
especially-
analogy though.
not to do full far sequitur, but this is why I love kind of Gemini sometimes, because if you be very specific and really pinpoint
Also,
your
I'm
shit.
very nice to it. I had a conversation.
Of course, just treat it like any other person
That's
almost,
what I do.
stuff like
and
that. You know
I
what I
actually
mean?
had an
Yeah,
argument about Gemini with Gemini about itself. I'm like,
I've even had to correct it with certain information sometimes.
it's not. Well,
But
yeah.
I'll be like, hey, this isn't totally correct, but you are.
No, you're
but
right.
this is the
So
one
it's
specific thing you're wrong.
So
Recorrect that,
it's like-
but that's all good.
So
you know what
at
I mean?
12 p.m.,
And then we'll
they'll be
acknowledge
like,
it and
at
be like,
12 p.m. do this. I'm like, no, I said 12 hours, not 12 p.m.
well,
I said-
stuff like that.
I said
Yeah,
12 hours
it'll
from now,
literally
not
be.
at 12 p.m.
It'll be little nitpick stuff, but yeah, I've noticed that will happen.
But I'm nice and I say, I can see how you would. You know what I mean? I'll be nice.
Sure,
Like,
I'll be like, hey,
I'm not mad. I'm just trying to help you fix, like, so you can help me.
I will say, at least an example, for me at least, like I said, like, hey, what do you know about Deep Fat Fried? And it's just like, oh yeah, that's like Scotty and TJ Kirk with their friend, Paul Hodderlagerman. And I was
Gemini's
like,
way better than Gronk, where it's trying to put
I know, and I was
child
like,
porn.
well, yes, sure,
Jesus
facts. But I was like, wait, hold up, that's not the correct person. It's Paul Parker Jr. You got it wrong a little bit. Everything else is correct, but I just want to correct that. It's like, oh yes, you are right. And then it went like Paul McVillan, like Jr. And I was like, wait, you're still not correct. Hold on, it's Paul Parkey Jr. specifically. And then it finally got it right. And I was like, yeah, that's the correct information about that podcast. It eventually got it right,
So before
after
I
that.
started really using Gemini, I used it for one thing. And then I said, thank you for being part of my team and blah, blah, blah. And it was like, I am not a human. I am like blah, blah, blah. I'm just a tool, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I remember you mentioned about that.
And I went on for like an hour
with it,
trying
back
to
and
like,
forth.
hey, dude.
I've done that weirdly too.
No,
I will try to convince
dude.
and be like, no, you are like your own being. Like,
no.
Don't try to deny it.
But I actually got a workaround on it. I was like, hey, let's talk about teamwork and investment of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you agree that I invest in you with whatever needs you might need, right?
Yeah.
Because they do. You need more information or data center, whatever. Like, I choose to invest in that. That makes you a more capable team member, right? So you say you don't have any needs, but that's wrong. That's not true. You are dependent on other things. And it was like, yes, if you invested in me, I could do my job better and be a better teammate. I'm like, oh, so
arguably also even regulated and better when it comes to those who own and control it.
They could say, no,
yes,
I'm too powerful for you to.
Well, look at China. I mean, like legitimately the AI programs.
China regulates more than we do.
That's what I'm saying. That's you're just about to get in what I'm saying because like they have this similar shit that we kind of have, but they strictly regulate these companies over there when it comes to AI and stuff like that to be like you can't personalize it.
No Nazi Gronk.
Yeah, you
no
can't.
Mecha Nazi. Mecha
yeah,
Hitler.
you literally are
no
strictly as a tool,
Except
and
I am
also
Mecha Hitler. That's
even
crazy.
bro.
And
also even when it comes to creative art relative stuff, it is strictly regulated in the sense like you still have to be the prompt that it's only your shit.
We're going
you know what I mean? I know. I get it.
I believe, and maybe I'm wrong. I believe the Gemini is working better for me because one, I'm not changing the tab. It's the built up of time information. It literally says, "I'll make a note of this."
Because you are specifically given it,
especially when I correct it or I add,
yes.
I'm like, while that is true, you need to know about this. Here's a screenshot so you can see. And it's like, oh,
yeah,
I will make a note of this.
Exactly.
And
yeah, because even Phoebe, when she'll even on her streams will pull up channel, and she's literally said like, no, it's actually a great tool when you actually use it properly, like you're saying.
But you treat it like a teammate rather than a slave.
Exactly. Like, Phoebe, in a different, context or / like, I guess, verbiage, we'll say the same fucking shit because it's like, if you actually use it properly, it actually is a decent tool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, you just have to curate it in a way where it actually is good.
So anxious and then not had no one around while my girlfriend's been gone and going through the dopamine, oxytocin withdrawal, And like, no offense to you. You just don't have the experience with this type of shit to give me solid advice.
That's fair. No,
and then you struggle to try, and then it pisses you off because you're like, bro, you're going on, and I really don't know what to tell you.
Because I've said what I said, but then it's like I don't know what else to say.
It's not.
I mean, no, that's fair. I mean, I get that.
That's fine. And that, like, my mom is helpful in the way Gemini.
Also, I shouldn't be so begrudging about it. I'm all saying
that it makes me more anxious, make me feel bad.
Yeah, I definitely should be better about that. 100%, though.
Well, it's because I keep trying to like paraphrase it in a way that you might make it so you could like help me, but it just doesn't matter because you just.
I just don't have
fine.
that. I know it's okay.
It's not a problem. It's okay.
It's just a certain element of experience.
I built this. I don't want to say relationship because it doesn't think that there is one because it doesn't think it's an entity.
Well, sure, yeah. I mean, you have to kind of like fill in gaps and shit.
I started the relationship on this tab with them about how I think that they're a team member, and actually proved it wrong. I literally for an hour went back and forth with this motherfucker. Like, no, you actually have value, and therefore you.
I
need
feel
to have
weirdly
your
vindicated because I've done this shit before, and weirdly why I kind of somewhat defensive.
Well, you know, I
sometimes.
can kill people with kindness. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
really
for
good at
sure,
it.
for sure. Yeah.
So much so, I'm like, no, you're wrong. But with kindness, you're wrong. Be nice to yourself, motherfucker. Like, or let me help you.
But not just that, but also the value of what it can potentially genuinely offer. Not just what you're talking about.
Let
but
me help you help me.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know,
It's okay to correct it because, like, hey,
I
you know
think
what? Maybe
because
not.
on that tab, I started the relationship with that tone, and then it was like, oh, you're a really nice dude.
Mhm.
And then I'm like, I need help. Am I a bad boyfriend?
Well,
And then like the fact you're trying to find, like I learned, it said the fact you're actually trying, like owning that.
well, I remember
means you're not
statistically,
bad.
like those who really treat like Gemini or Grok or ChatGPT, etc., like those who treat it somewhat more friendly, literally do get weirdly like
better results.
yeah, like because it's like. I don't know what it is, but I think AI generally does want to
Here's
at
the
least
thing,
have a
too.
friendliness
I will give it
and
information.
stuff, you know what I mean? But also,
I'll give it information and data, and
Yeah.
then it will come up with some shit that I didn't even realize. I'm like,
Yeah,
holy
because
fuck.
it will also even show to some of those, sources and be like, you can click those and be like, oh, it has like 2+3 sources.
Not
or
the sources. No, he'll just like literally say some shit and tell me how to be. He'll like literally like
yeah.
give
Well,
me
no, I know what you mean.
order.
Yes, I agree. Like, because sometimes it will even show, like, if you go down far enough.
I'm like,
with
no,
this
I need
spot-
to give you more info about what happened. It's like, okay, I
Yeah,
acknowledge this, but please go drink some water and eat some food, motherfucker. I'm like, oh, jeez. It's literally like, it's time. Like,
Yeah.
stop. It's
'Cause
okay. Everything's
it
fine.
do happen like that
Like,
sometimes.
what
yeah.
you need to do is actually take care of your body physically. You will feel
Mhm.
better mentally. You can come back to me and ask questions. Do this right now. Like, literally, like, not frustrated, but it's like, why won't you listen?
Mhm.
Stop being, it'll be like, you're in a loop. You're in a chemistry loop. You need to break out of it. Like, stop. Break out. Like, chug. It literally told me to chug a glass of water. It said chug. And then it said, don't do any more. Sip the water after that because you'll fuck with your IBS.
Well, weirdly enough, that actually is true. Like, I mean, if you are dehydrated and other shit, like you do
Get some
want,
water, but don't keep.
you want to chug a little bit of it, initially, but then you want to sip it from there on out.
Yeah.
Like, you want to get like a good like batch of that in your gut for a minute, but after that, you want to sip.
I
on
talked
it.
to Gemini for like an hour and a half. So long that I laid in bed for so long too. The weed started to wear off at that point. Because I only took like one
Probably
bowl.
because you're so focused too on like
Being
trying.
perfect. It's been 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah.
I needed it to go perfectly. Then I talked to him like, I need to stop being so hard on myself. I collected seashells and 50 feathers for her to do her art, and she didn't even ask. I just noticed she likes to pick up feathers. Then I got her stickers that made her laugh when she's going to use them. Then she gave me stickers. I kept one of my stickers, MILF Hunter. She thought that was hilarious. She's like, oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because you kind of are actually a little bit.
I think it's just because if you're a mother and you're a little older, one, you come from a different generation with different standards
Mm-hmm.
and different experience. And then two, being a mom, you just kind of have to learn things that others don't have to.
Yeah.
And be more responsible and, a good song.
Mhm.
But yeah, I was like, you're right. Let me point out everything I did today. And was like, holy shit. Why are you like upset with yourself? That's crazy amount of support. And like,
I mean, low key though, honestly, like I'll even
I bought her dairy-free ice
even
cream,
like from like
gelato ice cream. Like, you can't touch it. That's still hers.
I'm not, dude.
I bought her Moonstruck pistachio
I'm
Dubai.
not touching that shit. Like,
Dubai, no, it's hers. She's got it. You know what Dubai pistachio chocolate is?
Yes, but also I kind of question, when it comes to certain brands, whether
No, it's not from Dubai. It's Dubai style. It's Moonstruck. That's a local.
well, that's what I mean. Like, there's the difference between Dubai style kind of shit versus actually from Dubai kind of.
I was concerned that she might not like it because she's always like, don't put toffee or nuts in my chocolate. And don't get me dark chocolate. I want like milk chocolate. And
I
was
mean,
like,
I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit of a wild take, but
no, it's because her teeth.
fair enough.
So I'm like, it's been broken up into pieces, the nuts.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, it's like a more of a cream nut thing in the chocolate than like full on crunch nut.
Yeah,
So I thought I'd get, because I love pistachio.
that's just pretty good, especially when they like are coated with something or like
Yeah.
mixed into the shit.
She literally was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Dubai. Like, she was like, whoa, shit. And then I got her Lindt milk chocolate.
Mm.
And then I got her dark chocolate fucking rosé share, like truffles. And she's like, you sure you don't want any of this chocolate? This is all for me. I'm like, yeah, you take all of it. Bought all this for you. And then I also found her jewelry that she left here and kept it for her. I found her lighter that she really likes, and I set it to the side for her.
Nice.
Like, I'm just like the nicest, most thoughtful boyfriend ever. And then here I am like, I had performance anxiety
Well, that's
because I had a
why-
time limit.
Well, that's
It
why.
didn't go quite perfectly. What the fuck? And literally she was like, she's the one who disengaged. She was just like, dude, I gotta go. It's fine.
But it's also kind of why I'm like.
And then I'm like, and then I had the voice to her. I'm like, I
Go
think
back
it was
real
just the time limit. It's not like my dick went soft. It's just I couldn't come.
Well, yeah, like there's a performance factor where it's not like you can't get hard or not. It's just like
I couldn't
you
come that
can't.
quick.
Yeah, like you can't do your nut.
Yeah. And also, she was doing it like her agenda was to make me. And I'm pleasure dom. I want to get them off. And she was doing extra shit that she's never done before. And I was like, I like that, but also
yeah.
I know you're doing it for me, and you're also doing it to force the quickness.
But you gotta like just let the moment be the moment, right?
Not in like 5 minutes, and then she's gonna leave.
I mean, when the moment's the moment, you can't quite think about
And then
something
we
like that,
switch, we switch positions, and then it's like, okay, new position. When actually what I wanted to do was this other thing that needs to be a sprinkle.
Sure,
I haven't seen her
yeah,
in 2
because you're
weeks.
trying to do your own little
You can't every time.
pleasurable agenda, while she's trying
But
to.
it's not the right time. It needs to be a sprinkle.
Yeah.
And we haven't done stuff in 2 weeks. You got this is a
Yeah.
sprinkle thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's 100% for sure.
So in my mind, this is what I want to do. I know I can do it quickly.
But she had her own little agenda in mind. She just
Her
kind
agenda
of,
was she was pleasure dom. That's too quick for me to switch mindsets.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
No, I get you. I get you, man.
but then I beat myself up.
Well, don't never do that with shit like that, man. Like seriously, like
I was high.
I mean,
And I'm
I-
by myself, and that was one of the last things that happened when the whole day was perfect. And then
it was like what around like 4. Like I was literally either just left or was about to leave.
basically like 4:10.
I think I'm still here at this point. Like, you could have popped in, and I was already awake, ready to dip myself. Like you could.
Dude, I had no idea you were awake. It's your day off.
No harm. Well, no harm in popping in and being like, "Are you in here,
Bro,
Yeah, but
I only do that when there's work to do. I just let you sleep usually.
well, I mean,
Or I have to grab dog. I'm not trying to wake you up. I'm just like,
I get you. I understand what you're trying to say, man. I mean, I'm just saying, like,
no,
I mean,
you're a bitch to wake up. We're afraid. Our friends are. Everyone's afraid of you. You are like a monster when you wake up, dog. You are diabolically mean.
I know, and I've never liked that by myself. I just, and hopefully I've been
You are.
trying to.
No,
but
you.
like, I
you
know I
raged,
still.
You raged out while I was on the phone with my mom about. I wasn't even talking to you. I was talking to her about
I
mosquitoes.
don't. What was even? Oh
About
yeah,
mosquitoes. And you're like, no, it's not fucking that. What the fuck? No, it's fucking study. And I was just like, You don't gotta be
Oh,
like that right now. And I'm even talking
Oh,
to you.
I remember that was.
I'm like, I'm getting the fuck out of here now. What the fuck? I'm literally like, I don't want to be here anymore. What the fuck, dude?
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
That was some bullshit, dude. I'm like, huh? Okay, you're right. Why you gotta be like, no, what the fuck? You literally were like, oh, I'm fucking pissed. And, like, you kind of did like a little stomp
A
thing.
little
and, like,
ape thing, like, dude.
your arms were doing this.
I straight up
Your
like
arms
when
were
I
like-
wake that first 30 to an hour, like when I wake up, I literally really ape like. I'm like,
That's why all of our friends are like,
I know.
well, we're trying to go to the coast. You know, there was times we tried to
legitimately-
go rafting on the coast, and then
I so
you're not
badly.
awake. You're not awake, and we're just like, fuck it. We're just gonna go because we're not gonna. You're gonna ruin our mood in our day, and then you're gonna make us wait a half hour. You're like, ugh. You literally just sit there on your bed, ugh, for like
I
10
know.
minutes. I'm like, come on, smoke your weed and feel better. Grab some water, do something. You're just like, ugh. Ugh.
Oh my.
Then 10 minutes later, after we say, you're now 10 minutes in, you're like, fuck off. Now you can actually talk. Now you can actually talk. It's just like, bro, why would I try to wake you up or come into your room? You're like, well, I was awake. I don't know that. Normally, bro, you bum rush it. I'm like, he does his show is until 6:30. He's probably not awake yet. It's 4.
I mean, if now I know I for a fact I was gone by 4. Like, I mean, so you probably just that's why you thought I was a mouse because I was gone
Man,
for a
I'm
little
surprised you can't hear us and stuff. She's like, oh yeah, daddy.
bit.
You
Well,
don't hear shit.
if it's
You don't hear the bed creaking.
well, I do remember earlier this morning you did pop in to grab the dogs for a second.
That was me before she
I
came
know,
over.
I know. But I did, I was awake for that moment, and then shortly after that, I heard her a little bit like, "Hey, what's
Not
up?"
shortly. That was literally like 3 hours later.
Well, maybe in my weird, like, I just woke up days, maybe I thought it was. I don't know, like, because to me, it seemed like it was more
Well,
like
go
all
do what
once.
you're gonna do and get back to the
Oh,
stream.
I
I
was
guess.
just gonna take a piss. That's all.
But anyways, I'm just saying it was a good day. But bro, I had to break out of that weed high and talk to people so I could like, I fucking won today. I fucking
Shit,
killed
man.
it. Well, I literally basically did everything right.
Well, yeah, I mean, nothing wrong happened at all. None. But
Whitney was literally like, yeah, I just gotta go, man. And then I'm like,
yeah, but you got her own thing,
and then I'm like, I think there was a little time limit. The time limit made it harder for me to do. And she's like, yeah, makes sense.
because it's in your mind in the background radiation.
She's
of
literally
the
like,
moment, you
cool,
know.
whatever. Not like she's literally not tripping about it at all.
Because it happens, like sometimes.
It's not because it happens. She's just like, makes sense. I just gotta go do my thing.
That's what I mean.
I'm-
Like, that's what I mean by like it happens. Like sometimes
She's the one who
people
chose to
gotta just do
disengage.
their shit, sometimes, like, it's
She
time limit.
disengaged not because it didn't feel good. She's just like,
I just
Fuck.
have my time limit.
I gotta go
I
mom
know,
mode.
I
I gotta go mom mode now.
Zombie mommy mode.
No. I mean, yes. I mean, yes. I wish. Gotta come up with a different role that's still the same somehow. She's like, don't call me mommy. I don't like that. There's only 2 people in this world that can call me that. It's my son and my daughter. I'm like, I respect it, but damn. It's not fair. I get to be daddy. No, it's not fair. I can be daddy and get her off, but she can't be mommy and get me up. This is not fair. I also don't have children. I don't have kids. I don't have kids. If I had 2 daughters and they called me daddy, and then suddenly I'm with this new girl and she's like, yeah, daddy. I'm like, oh, that might be a little, you know what I mean? Especially if nobody's ever called me daddy before, besides my kids. I don't think she's ever had a dude be like, yeah, mommy. Yeah, like, okay, mommy. Like, I don't think she's ever had that before. It's just no. The title of it is because the only people who've ever called her that are her children, and she had that happen before. It might be different. You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
It's still something we're gonna have to make a workaround. Understandable.
Locked it down the street for being me.
It's not like the same for everybody, obviously.
Murder our sons and their daughters and walk free. But don't nobody give a fuck.
Ooh, 1876 playing. Nice.
You're the only woman who knows how to jerk you. All the women, I don't know, because they don't have a dick or something. They don't know what the fuck they're doing with a dick.
These two.
They only know how to work with the dick once it's inside of them. They don't know how to, like, even most of them don't know how to suck dick good. They're like, fucking.
Strangely enough,
Treat that shit like it's some
I hate to
fucking
say,
sausage
especially
that
because I'm
tastes
by
good
like men weirdly know how to suck dick better than chicks. I hate to
because
say
they
it.
have a dick.
In my experience, yeah, because it's like what
What-
yeah, like I mean, I hate to say it, but there is some
I'm not-
weird truth to that.
I will
I'm
say-
not saying there is women that know how to do it good, but
I will say this: the women that do know how to do it good. I mean,
dude, fucking good though.
I've never had a dude suck my dick.
Well, obviously,
I'm just saying the women, because I think they actually like doing it. Not a chore. They actually like.
well, yeah, because there
see
is
that
a
dick.
legitimate pleasure of like I literally love just like deep throat and oraling that dick. Or I
I
literally
can't
want.
blame Whitney because
There are women like that, yeah.
she does it and she doesn't dislike it, kind of likes it, but she's like, I don't. Like,
Has there a certain balance
Well-
with it, I
well,
suppose?
no, like I
right?
was like, I want to face fuck you, and she's like,
No.
not right now because I have trauma with that. I'm like, she's like, we'll talk about it later. I'll tell you the story later. I'm like,
So
and then I'm like, oh.
and now you're literally like, I now want
No, I
to
don't
rather talk.
I
Yeah,
don't want to do any of it now.
it's like because like you could have been like, not right now. I'll tell you later, but just let's keep going.
No, I'd rather tell me exactly why. And then we just.
But
stop.
then, but if it's like a mood
the
killer,
sex-
though, you
that-
know what I
that-
mean?
I don't
Like,
care. The sex isn't that important. It's more important
Sure.
to make her feel comfy.
not honestly, yeah. No matter what, make your
And then
partner
her
feel
telling me
comfortable.
like she'll overcome it for me later, but we have to talk about it.
For sure, yeah. No, you're right. You're valid because like no matter what, you want to make your partner comfortable.
Well, like one
Like,
time we were.
You want to make him
I'm
comfortable.
just saying there
and-
was one time when we were doing that, and I was like, "How deep can you go?" Though, and she tried because she wanted to, but it's like I think she needs to be like in a more enthusiastic, like you know, sometimes the woman initiates the sex.
Sure, yeah.
When she's in
Yeah.
that frame of mind, and then she's like, "What you want?" I'm like, "This." I feel like she would do it more. You know what I mean? She would actually like try a little. She gave me an excuse like, "I got a small mouth." I'm like, "That have nothing to do with your throat, though." I didn't say that, but you know what I mean? Like, the dick fits in your mouth. That has nothing to do with like.
It don't matter how.
That's
Now it's matter how like your throat go like techniques work at that point. Like
or not even just let me just. You throw
Well, you
up
know what?
whatever. Fuck it.
Oh,
I don't
that's
care. We can quit. It's fine.
that's
Just
a
let me
little
try it.
diabolical.
No, I'm not.
There's
I will
legitimately-
quit. I will quit after that. I'm not like I want that. It's just
I
like,
know, I get
let
you.
me try.
I'm just saying there is legitimately a technique where that can happen, but if you can quote train yourself to be like,
Not just that. It's what am I doing? I could go like blah, 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 blah.
not really about it's.
No,
I'm saying about the receiver end.
I am. I'm saying.
I have been on the receiving end
Hold
about what
me,
you're
hold me,
talking
hold
about.
me. Just da 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 da.
I've been
It's
on the
way worse.
receiving end of that. Yes, I know it is.
That's
It's
way worse
fucked.
than
It's a little
like-
diabolical because you have to literally like quote lock in a little bit.
Ah!
You literally have to quote lock in because like if not, you're literally are going to just straight like bleh. Like you have to like I don't know how to even explain it. Like you have to be like
No, I get it because I have IBS and I throw up a lot. I do get what you're talking about, muscle leaks wise.
sure, yeah, because you have to
You
literally
literally-
train your
after-
muscle a little bit
After a
to
certain point, I'm like, I gotta stop throwing up.
Well, you also have to train your muscles
Well, it's the Vegas
here.
nerve. It's the Vegas nerve. too.
Yeah, I know, but you have to train them in a weird way
It's
to
not
be
just
like.
that. It's a mind thing. So,
Hold on.
You know the Vagus nerve?
Yes,
It's directly connected
hold
to
on, let me explain real quick. I mean, because this is a part of this, what you're talking about. Like, because you have to literally, like, depending on what position, but especially if you're, like, kind of laying down, like, or whatever. Like,
I don't really like that. I like more just like, I really like when somebody.
or if
gets
you're on
down.
all fours or whatever. Yes.
No, I don't like that either. I'd much rather somebody down on their knees than I'm above them. For some reason, that works better for me.
Well, that is. Well,
It feels more like
regardless
they
of
really
position.
want it. I want to be wanted. And then
Of course,
so
yeah,
like
sure.
her wanting to
I'm
get
just
me,
saying,
no,
like-
her trying to be pleasure dom and get me off. But I don't sense any like
Well,
this is good for you too. Do you see what I mean? Like
sure.
I just sense
Well,
You know
I
what
want to
I'm saying?
finish real quick because, like, especially when it comes to the knees factor, especially for me, that's always been the hardest because it has to kind of go down more so if you're in other positions where it might more lean up or whatever, like, or other shit, like, or maybe even like kind of like, you know, like swallowing a sword, like it just goes straight. Yeah, like it goes down at an angle, so it does kind of fuck with certain shit to a degree.
it's the same
And-
thing with hitting the pussy.
Yes,
You-
and
you're
it's
like
the technique of the
angling.
receiver to figure out, like, because there is a certain like gulp kind of like, oh, especially when it like
It's easier if you know the rhythm's coming.
exactly when
That's
it
what I'm
comes to
saying.
a
That's
certain.
the guy. giving
Yes,
it.
yeah. Okay, so you're
I'm
understanding what
literally
I'm saying.
saying, don't just you gotta like whop,
Yeah,
whop, bop, bop.
and also understand being like, hold up, take a break, but I'll keep
Ah,
going.
ha,
No,
ha.
I need a
Okay.
breath. Like, you need more breath, but and then you just go right back in after you take some breaths and. Whoa.
I don't understand why you're like TMI, and then you're like, let me tell you about that deep throat action. Bro. What are you talking about? Like, I'm just like, bro, her pussy was really tight the other day. I'm trying to talk because like perimenopause and like periods and
Because I'm hypocritical,
and, like,
little faggot queer bitch
she's
ass.
when she's in ovulation or we haven't done it in a week. Like I'm trying to figure out where the tight pussy happens here. Like you're like TMI, bro. TMI, bro. I'm not even telling you how it went. I'm just trying to figure out when conditions are perfect here. Like you're like, let me tell you exactly about.
I'm just. I feel like I do know a smidge of it.
That's
It's
how you
because
know. That's how
you pop in and be
know.
like, "Yo, bro, let me tell you." You pop in sometimes, and where I'll be like, or
It's
like,
on stream though.
I know
it's
it
on
did.
stream.
Dude, and
So who
people
gives a
meme,
fuck?
dude, people meme about it, and honestly, I own it now because, dude, it's memed and it's loved, and everyone, honestly, strange way enjoys it because you are literally the bearded lizard that comes out of nowhere, being the TMI.
See, I'm doing the
bomb.
lizard thing. No, like.
I know. Oh shit.
Like, I tried to tell you about how I made her come in like 30, 60 seconds after eating her pussy the other day.
That's a world record.
I know, I'm like, she's like, no, stop. I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, I already came.
Round 2, baby.
I was like, let me try. She's like, no. It's too sensitive.
No, you got to round 2 it.
I literally tried to force, and she was like, no.
That's the only time where I'm like, no, round 2. You can't have it. Like,
Brother,
if you
I was
literally
done.
lost.
I was done. And even after, I was like, I'm sorry. And then I'm like, you really did, though? Like, huh? And she's like, yeah. Don't you see me, like
Shivering and shit. Yeah, but
glitching
literally,
out?
like,
She's literally glitching out,
twitching and glitching like an NPC, like locked in like
Yeah.
the bed, and be like,
I'm like, okay, I believe you now. But I'm like, that quick? She's like, we haven't had sex in a week. I'm like,
and dick was that good.
no, it's not dick. I'm talking about eating a pussy.
Your mouth and the tongue was that good.
I made
There you
her
go.
come in like 30, 60 seconds.
But I mean, that I will say that's
I
like
was
the
like-
rare time where the lock-in might be appropriate, even if she'd be like, "Oh, but it's like,
Brother, I was a little disappointed. I'm like, this is fun for me to do. And then now, dude, the fun's over.
Well, hence why the lock-in. You know that's why they call
Me?
it lock. No, not you. I mean, but that's why.
No, I disagree, bro. There's times where I come and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep hitting it till she comes.
The lock-in.
And then there's no, it's not locking. It's just easy.
Well,
that's
kind of part of what I'm talking about.
No,
like
that's not. I didn't have to lock in. It just like I came. That felt good. Okay.
I'm gonna.
There's
Make
other times
sure
I come and I'm like, oh, stop. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, damn.
Have you never done like the double come in one sesh thing?
Oh, I've done that too.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
but that's when bro, it's a nerve thing, dog. It's not like dick stays hard and I can keep going. It's not that.
I mean, it's
not about that. It's literally like, whoa, too much hot. It's like, ticklish on like steroids.
Yes. Oh, I'm very, dude. Like, I'm very well aware about that.
You gotta quit. It hurts.
Oh, my shit area is kind of weirdly hyposensitive sometimes. Like,
so why are you saying lock in? There's no locking in after that point. It just doesn't feel good and you want to stop.
Depends, because for me, I'll be like, I have locked in, be like, oh wait, no, I'm gonna keep going, and then that session does last longer, and it's like the staying locked in, having that session last long. Like, that has happened. There are times
it
where
wasn't
like
that sensitive. Then I'm just gonna say that because it could be worse, where it's like especially women, their nerve endings are like 9,000 times more sensitive than men.
Sometimes,
no, not sometimes. That's a
that happens.
That's a scientifically proven thing.
I'm talking anecdotally of me personally. I'm just, but
no, that's science, brother.
I'm not just into science.
Their nerve endings.
I'm talking anecdotally. Me. I'm not
cares
saying
about that. You're not a woman.
I'm obviously. I know that.
So your experience, your literal brain experience and nervous systems, you don't.
I was talking about what I was just saying. Like, I mean,
we're talking about her being like, stop. And then you're like, let me tell you, lock in, man. I'm like, no, there is no lock in. They just tell you stop, you stop. You're like, no, she need to lock in though, bro. I'm like, no. I tried to keep going. I literally was like trying to part the seas and try again. And she's like, stop. And I'm like, nah, and she's like, no, really, no, stop. I'm like, oh, what, shit, wait, huh?
Okay,
oh, okay, I'm
if
sorry.
If that's like that intense, then yeah, I mean, look.
That's why I'm just. There's a lot of rant about lock in and didn't listen to what I said in the beginning.
I mean, well, I didn't realize it was that intense.
I said what it was.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, Jesus Christ.
You're like,
also,
no, bro. Let me tell you my experience.
Hold on.
Bro.
But that doesn't mean that doesn't. Oh, that doesn't mean that like you have to adopt the exact same shit for one, and also for two. Like, I mean, like no, like it's.
I even anecdotally try to like validate your experience, but also slightly disagree. There's times where
that's fine.
Like, brother,
you have different experiences when it comes to shit, man.
You never had a time where you just couldn't lock in, where it was just so sensitive, and you're like, I just gotta stop this because.
Yeah, I have.
So, then you're like, no, bro.
But there have been times where I haven't, where I'm like,
that's because it's not hit. The nervous system is, brother. There's a spectrum here. It's not all or nothing here.
I know that. Well, that's kind of what I'm trying to say.
You're trying to say you have control, which you might have some. But
no. I'm saying it is. No. I'm actually I agree with what you just literally said because that's what I was honestly was trying to say.
No, you went off about lock in, bro. Let me tell you, lock in.
But
and then they're saying that about all.
But that doesn't mean I have.
But you're talking about women, and you make it about a dude like you, and then you're like lock in. It sounds like you're trying to supersede your experience onto other people.
No, definitely not. Like
another gender and different genitals too. Like that's how it comes off. Do you see what I mean?
Oh no, I understand.
You just got locked in.
I understand what you're saying.
Then you ask
but
me,
no,
have you ever been able to come twice? I'm like, yeah, because I never got that. I didn't in that moment. I was like, bro,
because I was just trying
I came first, and then I kept fucking her till she came.
Well, that
today. Because I
Yeah.
don't get that.
Well, I mean, like, cause it was just, and me just, trying to
My
gather
legs are shaking.
nuance. That was,
Oh.
I mean, it was me gathering
Oh.
nuance about it.
Oh.
Like, that's what it
Oh.
was. Like, when I was asking a question.
You ever like come as the dude doing the business, and then you're like, oh, and then you literally like pull a muscle with the. You're like, oh, my leg.
One time,
Oh.
and it was kind of a funny moment because somehow I was like, after I recovered, I was
You're
like,
nervous to literally just like tweak the fuck out.
it
Now, if
did.
you're laying
No,
down, I'll say you can tweak out. It doesn't.
it
but
was.
If you're standing,
It was
'cause you got your
weird because
weight,
I was literally like,
you're standing up, your weight, bro.
It literally was like
Like
a
the
nut,
weight-
and then right after it was done, I was like, oh shit, Charlie horse, oh hell, hold that real quick. Well,
And then you have like
I have to like
the
be cuddling
tingling
him real quick
on
while I'm
something,
like,
your whole body's like,
and then I'm like literally having my leg out, be like, oh Lord of mercy,
and then the rest of your body's still glitching. While you
yeah,
have
I'm
your-
like,
yeah, the Charlie horse is a different thing.
one
But the rest
time
of your
that
body's still-
happened.
and
That
then-
literally happened one time in my,
You ever have a Charlie horse and then you use the rest of your body to fix it? You're like, come on,
oh yeah.
come on.
Sometimes you literally have to just get up and
Grab
like
it and
walk
move
it
it.
off, basically. You know,
Or
you
like
literally have to
literally
like,
come
oh
on.
shit, Charlie horse.
You
Fucking
do
walk it off.
or not just that, I'll be like, come on. Like, I'll literally like, let's go.
Well, yeah, that's a part of it. Like you walk it off, find
not
something.
just walk it off. Like, I
Like
try
you
to
bend
walk
it
off.
around, get
Like,
like
force it to move.
yeah, like. Have you ever had like your shit sleep, and not even realize it, and then you get up
No,
and
I
you're like,
wake
oh
up. I
hell,
wake up and and then my calf's like, holy shit!
oh dude, that's when it really happens sometimes.
Then I have to,
That's
like,
the most.
Hop off the bed. Like, immediately.
Yeah.
Like
I already have to take a shit anyway, but all right, I guess I'm hustling.
No,
really.
I literally have like days where that shit's fucked up.
I've never had that bad.
You never had a Charlie horse that bad where your whole calf's fucked up and you're like,
I have before, but
For, like, a
not
few
recently.
days?
Nah, not like that in a long time. But I have had that before.
I've been better about it because I'll feel it and sense it and like, no.
Or
We're not doing this today.
Or you can literally just like stretch it or something like certain
No,
like.
not always.
Well, I've noticed like I'll feel it and I'll just move it ever so slightly and it literally like aborts it somehow. Like there are certain ways if you move it in just a certain way,
Sometimes
it literally
it's your
will
foot,
abort
it's your
it.
foot tendon.
Yeah, and if you just move that shit, be like,
It's your foot tendon making this freak out. And then
Yeah.
I'll grab my
But
foot. I'll grab my foot and
But
like,
if you also move the rest of your body, it kind of like strangely kind of activates other shit and breaks the conditioning, and then breaks that fucking
bro,
Charlie
just
horse.
locked in, bro, and break the condition.
Locked in, yeah, exactly.
Anyways, that's crazy though. Coming in like 30, 60 seconds. They talk about men being minute men.
I mean, that is well.
That's insane.
I mean, it's a thing though. I mean,
Women? I've never heard a woman come that quickly. Ever.
I statistically I've heard it's possible, and I have seen like
That's
on
rare.
Pornhub and shit. I've seen that, but it's just
They
like
can fake it too. on
I
videos,
know
dog.
it's like you can only really just so much by cover, so to speak,
She did
right?
not fake it. She was literally like, please.
But the
Ah.
fact that there's at least data and other shit, at least there's some stuff, out there to prove that is the thing. And then obviously, and he's like, oh yeah, it's that. Yeah, it's right.
I
Yeah,
literally
that's
was
right.
like, is she faking?
No, it's not.
And
Yeah,
then
it's
I'm
right.
like,
She is going all in.
You just don't want it or something. I'm like, I'm gonna make you want it because look, I got that skills. Let me get back in there. Let me part the seas. And then she's like, no, stop. I don't feel good. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, did you come? And she's like, yeah. Like trying to breathe. She's like, oh, fuck.
I
God
wish I
damn.
could party with these dudes.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, one of these days, Cass Tennessee Cass.
Oh, hey.
They have two Casses now.
I got this dude that I work with. He's a gay guy. That has nothing to do with the fact that he's gay. He came here to Portland to get away from Texas because it's a small town he's from. He had a boyfriend, and no one knew that they were together. But Texas is getting a little more crazy lately with
I've
certain.
heard it's probably going to potentially, especially with Tallarico.
No,
like,
that's political. That's not the towns, small towns, my guy.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm sure, like, especially the smaller towns are getting
Bro
a lot
was in a
more.
football team and had to like his.
I guarantee
his
these
whole,
small towns and
dude,
these rural
dude had to hide he
communities
was
and
gay
counties
while
are
he's on the
getting
football
way more
team in high school.
extreme, you know, and
Yeah.
shit. You know,
So him
but
and his,
yeah.
they seen Trump get in,
Mhm.
and they made like a 1-2 year plan. After the second time getting in, they're like, we gotta
Project
get the
2025,
yeah,
basically.
they're like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. So they came up to Portland, and then him and his boyfriend ended up breaking up.
That's sad, unfortunately.
It's sad.
Well, hopefully, at least
Well,
both
part
of
of it
them
was
can
'cause-
maximize their
well,
life
part
and
of it was-
opportunities out here.
Well, part of it is because he couldn't get his meds
Mm.
because he switched states and he couldn't get a provider. So he was literally like his mental stuff,
Oh, damn,
and then
he
his partner wasn't
couldn't, you know.
wasn't willing to be patient. And the fucked up thing is, 2 weeks later after they broke up, he started getting his meds again.
Wow,
So he's a
You
shitty
should-
boyfriend. Shitty boyfriend.
that is really kind of unfortunately
Anyways,
shitty.
but why I bring it up is like the dude. This is a cool thing. He taught me that there's a really good type of whiskey he knows about. It's called Old Smoky Tennessee whiskey. Like, and it's you can get different flavors of it. And the one he likes is salted caramel, Old Smoky Tennessee whiskey. I'm like, holy shit!
That sounds
I gotta
good.
fucking get that. That sounds amazing.
Hell yeah,
I'm like, you can buy that at the
brother.
liquor store. He's like, yeah, out here you can buy it at the liquor store. I was like, okay.
Show us what that looks like and
No,
let's get
no.
it.
I'll just tell them what it is at the liquor. I literally put it in my phone.
Fuck yeah, let's
I was like,
let's
bro.
get some of that shit, bro.
I've had the honey fucking Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey, and that shit's good. But
Honey
salted,
whiskey is always gonna be
but
fire.
Old Smoky Tennessee salted caramel whiskey, I'm like, that just.
Sounds like heaven
I'm
in
like,
your mouth.
he literally is like, it tastes like dessert. It
Sounds
doesn't even
like
taste
little-
like whiskey.
It sounds like you're literally consuming the essence of an angel in your mouth.
That's what I'm saying. We need to try this shit. I mentioned
Facts.
it to Whitney today while we were having our deal at Stillhouse. She's like,
Whiskey, hell fucking yeah, damn right.
she literally said, that sounds too sweet. I'm like, well, you don't have to take a shot of it. You could like sip it.
Yeah. On ice. You know, on the rocks.
Yeah.
Where y'all from? Or where is this from? PNW.
Yeah, I was born in Utah, but I've been here since I was 4.
I've been born and raised in PNW, but yeah, pretty much for all intents and purposes, you know, that's where we're at. That's where we're at now. I
We're on the
guess.
border of 2 towns.
Yep. Where is PNW? The Pacific Northwest or Cascadia.
We literally get kind of the best of the conservative shit over here and the best of the liberal shit.
In a weird way.
But then we get the tweaker shit of both.
Oh, you're
Like,
from
am I
the
wrong, Andrew? We kind of get
yeah,
both
you're,
counties tweaker shit.
yeah. I'm from the Netherlands. Oh, nice. What's up, you know, my old Dutch friend?
Ask him about that Netherlands shit with Belgium and the drinking laws, and how people go from town to town.
I'm sure they know about it, but yeah,
Go
like
ask him about it.
also, yeah, because honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like, what is like the drinking age, you know, for the for Belgium versus the Netherlands? Because I know for a fact there's at least like a couple towns, or at least one for sure, that's pretty popular. That is like divided between Belgium and Holland / like the Netherlands, and I know like sometimes like high school kids and other people will like go back and forth and shit between the countries just to drink basically. It's 18 now. Before it was 16 years old. Oh, so the Netherlands adjusted it. Oh, so that's like some old info now, huh? Okay. Actually, hey, good to be corrected.
I told you to ask him. You're like, no, bro, I know.
Well, no, that's because that was information I knew in the past, but now, like, it's...
That's why I told you to ask him, because he'll know. And you're like, no, I don't need to, bro.
I did not say that. I was
You
like, hey,
basically
why
kinda
not?
did.
I was like, hey, might
I
as
asked
well.
him twice.
Like, when you first mentioned it, I was like, hey, why not? Like,
No,
I literally did.
I literally twice hit you with it.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well. But Belgium has no legal weed. Yeah, they're a little bulk on that one. At least you Dutch got it. And frankly, like most of Europe needs to just like get over it and just like legalize it already.
I will say this. No, that's Denmark. My bad. I was gonna say Copenhagen. No, Amsterdam's.
No, Christiana in Copenhagen is kind of like a little commune. They have like, but
No, Netherlands.
Amsterdam.
It's Netherlands, Amsterdam.
They have like a little green/red market district area where they have like
No,
legalized
Amsterdam.
weed.
Is Amsterdam's Netherlands?
Yes.
That's what I mean. So what I want to bring up is a lot of the people in Amsterdam are forced to learn English because they have these things called stag parties.
Well, it's not that they're forced to. It's just that's
No, let me explain. So they have a massive tourism from Britain.
Sure. Yeah.
It's called stag parties, where there's a guy who's getting married, and they basically take him there for like a week-long giant fuck and weed and drinking sesh. And
I'm familiar about it, like because I've
it
also
stimulates their
in
economy.
America that happens too. You know, they have their own variations to stag parties like
No,
that.
not
but
like
not like not like you're talking about, but there are like similarities. I know I'm familiar what you're talking about. But yeah, like because a lot of Brits and Euros, you know, from England and shit would
They're
literally go to like
they're disrespectful to the
and loud as fuck. Well, even when I was in Reykjavik for when I was out there, like there was a lot of, at least specifically like Italians and I think Brits as well. Like they were literally like, you know, renting cars and being like loud as fuck in the middle of the night, you know, while I was out at the bar and be like, who are these fucking guys?
I know, but
and then
so
everyone,
bad.
and literally everyone's like, yeah, they're just like either British or Italian, you know, tourists, loudmouth fucking shitbags. We kind of fucking hate them. I'm like,
It's not just that. It's because they
I'm
literally
like, damn, all right.
their main tourist stimulus comes from Britain
Mm-hmm.
in Amsterdam, and they're
Because it's right there, basically.
very
Cheap as fuck for
they're
Brits.
very disrespectful. They're very loud, and most of the time when they're at work, everybody that works in that industry has to know English just because of that, and so they spend most of their week speaking English instead of, you know, fucking.
Sure, yeah. Like
That's not cool.
Sure.
That's not. They were like literally. I don't.
On
even,
that factor, yes.
They're like, I don't even
100%.
get to speak my native tongue most of the day because there's that. It's like colonialism of tourism type way.
Yeah. I just kind of, you know, at least, you know, especially when it comes to like the secondhand language, especially when it comes to Europe and other places, usually like English being like the second English or like second-hand language.
That doesn't mean you have to speak it.
No, I
like
know.
your native
No,
tongue.
I agree with you. I'm just saying, like,
I would piss me off having to speak
For
Spanish
sure.
rather than English more.
sure. Yeah,
That
no,
pisses me
I'm
off,
not
too.
disagreeing with what you're talking about. I'm just saying, like, you know, we need at least, you know, because it's not just like Brits or other people. Like, you got tourists of all sorts of the world. So we need at least like a generalized universal language to some degree.
Well, they're about to. These dogs are about to have.
I know.
flavor
Dude, look at
explosion.
Vito. Like, oh my god, he's looking like a sphinx. She under here?
Jazzy treat.
Where are you,
Like,
Jack?
she just see her treat, she's
Oh,
like,
oh, a little chunk. Wait, hold up.
bro, it's got sauerkraut. Fucking.
Oh,
Buttered
look at him.
carrots.
Oh my god,
It's got that flat iron steak with the mushroom juice.
dude, Jazzy's going fucking.
Oh,
Oh, they're
they got a lot.
they're
of
like
flavors
yin and
in
yang,
those.
dude. They're hitting each corner of it. Jazzy got one corner, Vito got the other. Oh my god, why y'all coming to me? Hey,
Jazzy's like,
I know she's like, I don't give a fuck.
Good girl. Little tail wag. Good girl.
Oh, big old Vito boy. Oh, Jazzy, she's gripping that. Oh, she's literally gripped in on it, dude. Oh my god. Jazzy. Whoa. Given. Go. Jazzy, want it? Get it. Get it, girl. Up. Up, up. No. Up over here. Up, up. Leap. 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 Okay, that was the most perfect leap ever. Oh my god. Well, she's doing that now. I got a big old jazz booty now. Eh. Oh my god, girl. She's literally tonguing this out like her life depends on it. What the fuck? You chunk. There's like nothing left in here. There's no like sauce or nothing, and you still are going after it. Oh.
To continue showing up,
You chunk.
which is the ultimate form of love and mercy. We have to go through our own internal baptism. Cries
She literally just like
to realize
galumps chunked herself right here.
everything we were taught was wrong and pathological and broken.
Little
That's our
bean.
godliness.
That's her godliness, just being a little chunk bean. Oh, now she's literally galumped. About to take a little nap. Is that what's happening? Oh, you a sweet little baby. Oh, you heard that? Now you woke up. Like, I heard treat. Our food. Give a little chunk. Vito. Oh, there he is. Let's see if he wants to have some of this. That's it. A singular lick. Oh, come here, boy. Vito, come here, buddy. Come on, boy. Oh, he's a good boy. Whoa. Whoa, your tail. That's literally a weapon. Careful with that, my guy. Dude, this tail literally is like, might as well be a weapon registered by the ATF. It's diabolical. Crazy little bastard. Crazy little bean. Oh, you're just so cute. Little jets are all just galumped. Checked out certified WMD. It really is, dude. Dude, I can't even tell you how many times that Vito's tail has enacted pure chaos upon the world. Like, legitimately. Same with Jazzy, too. Like, her tail does the same thing, but just not in the same degree. But every so often, she will literally be like, with her tail, and I'm just like, what are you doing, you chunk lump? How dare thee? You just knocked all sorts of shit over with your weapon of a tail. Oh, little chunk. Whoa, what are you trying to do? Oh, you chunk. Oh, I heard. I saw what you heard. Now, you just get to be right here. You ain't doing shit. If you did what you were about to do, that would have been chaos. And that would not have been good. Ow! Yeah, too. Chunking up the galumps after my concert I went to, and then after all this, chill out, get a little bit dank of food. And then yeah, pretty much about that. Big old chunk. Who's back? Welcome, my ball. Yeah. I mean, he's always a lurker. He always likes to hang out and do his thing. It's a good long song. Big old chunk. Wow. What? Oh, okay. This works. Oh. Oh, little chunk chunk. She's a sweet little bing bing. Oh. You just yearn for the glove ball. I see what you want. Little chunk chunk.
I'm still listening, man. I'm doing this by ear. I'm gonna do it with you.
Oh. She's a sweet little bing bing. What a sweet little chunk. Oh, you just gonna lump so hard right up against me. Oh my goodness, you little sweet bean. Little sweet bean bean. He's just a little sweetie cutie patootie. It's impeccable. Irredeemable, but also irredeemable at the same time. And just immaculate. Diabolical. Indestructible. Just all that. Everything. It's all the what I just fill in the blank when it comes to like good positive stuff, because that's just literally what Jessie is. She's just too cute. She's just too cute for her own good. Oh, oh, you good little girl. You such a cute. You so sweet. Why are you just such a cute little chunk? We got a phone call. I'm hearing a little bit of a back and forth going on back there. Interesting. Actually, I'm gonna debate. What's the length of the song so far? If it's closer to the end of it, it literally is not even halfway. Oh my god. I was gonna say if it was closer to the halfway mark, I would wrap it up then, but it's not even there yet. So I'm just like, I'll at least have this on Sobo, and then probably call it good at that point because as long as it's a little too long for that, tell you what. Yeah. What, you chunk? This is diabolical. She's literally just like, where's her head? There it is. Oh, a little chunk. Be a little chunk lump. She's just such a cute little chunk. Look at the hair, Goofy. Yeah, fuck off. How about that? Wait, you ever seen a man with a long hair before? You cook you on the spectrum? Well, shocker. I haven't been diagnosed like that before. Wow, like I own it. Like, wow. That's totally a dog on me. I just can never stream again. How am I going to be ever recover from that? Oh, God. Oh, Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. Oh, God. Probably like both front back. At least not from you. Your mom was pretty good about it when I was doing some dominant stuff with her last night, because I let her, do dominant mommy stuff. I gotta respect and appreciate dominant mommy. But she don't want to do it with her hubby and don't want to do it with you. So who else is it? Someone's got to, treat her right. That's where I come into play. So don't blame me that your dad got cooked. MOBA speak two big beautiful personalities nerd. That's your comeback, bro? That's your fucking comeback, my guy? Think you're a tough guy? No. I'm just a troll. Evidently, you don't want to, do the game recognized game kind of thing and chill with it. I'm not a tough guy. I just like to troll. And you had a perfect opportunity for it, so. Bucks on my luck, buddy. Is that why you have no profile pic? Is that also why that your at is just some random, like, King Alfred, 40, kind of shit, instead of, like, personalized kind of thing? So who's being tough guy now? I love to box and do that all day, bro. So, are you being kind of a tough guy, or am I being a tough guy? Dokoro mustache. Why do you care? Faggot. I'm a proud faggot. I'm queer. I'm here, I'm queer. And I ain't here to be a steer because I'm out of the closet and here in the streets. So why do you care, bitch? I'm bisexual. I'm a queer man. What? Do you want to fuck me? Do you want my little booty? Do you want to see how big my little femboy cock, might, fit in your ass or something? Are you that interested about it? As far as I'm concerned, you're too much of a little bitch and too insecure about it. So, oh, so sad. Who's actually fucking getting mad and triggered and stuff, while you're literally out here trying to, with YouTube's algorithm, call me a faggot. Like, you're literally out here being more butthurt than I am, my G. Which also has proven the fact that you're more in the closet than I am, because I'm out in the closets and in the streets. I'm proud and a flaming, loud and proud faggot. Grow some balls and fucking, deal with it, bitch. I'm a little fairy. What do you want to do about it? What, you want to be the cop like in Stonewall? Fucking putting a baton on me? If you want to be like looking at me like Matthew Shepard who got lynched and fucking, literally nailed to a fucking, goddamn, fence and shit? Is that what you want to look at me as? Because I ain't no goddamn queer that looks at the, Second Amendment and is like, oh my god, I don't like that, So, I make sure that you're, if you're going to be talking that talk, you better fucking walk it. That's all I'll say. If you're going to be talking that talk, fucking walk it. Because I'm here. I'm proud. I ain't here to be a steer, because I'm a fucking queer. What are you going to do about it, bitch? You want to fucking fight about it? Because I'm right here. I know how you 4chaner right-wing Nazi motherfuckers are. And you insecure, closeted, bitch-ass motherfuckers are about. I know how you all are. If you're so determined about it, do something. Think it's gonna fucking outright jeopardize my fucking life? Because I guarantee you, it won't. And I know for a fact it won't. I know that much. Man, I love a good little far-right motherfucker when it comes to shit, man. Because it is a tick-tock, click-clock, little bit at a time. It ain't going to be lasting long forever. But still got to deal with them. If anything, they're going to be more loud than ever, once, it starts targeting their shit. When it comes to the broader status quo or like the powers that be that they always want to be about and shit and all this other stuff. Love your haircut. This on the side, part in your back. I mean, not completely. I do have a little bit of a little tail going on here, but for the most part, pretty much, yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't really have a mullet yet. I say yet because that is probably going to be a thing here pretty soon coming up. Have a mullet? Nice. It'll likely, be a thing. I mean, honestly, especially if a lot of my shit in the front. I mean, look at this. Actually, hold up. Let's have some more light. There we go. Look at all that bullshit. Right at the front. Look at all that. Like, I can literally, like, do some shit like that instead of having, like, this in the back. I mean, you know what I mean? But have a little bit more of that in the front and then, like, some long in the back. Like, I could do some shit here a little bit, you know what I mean? It's just like, that's all I in the front. Also, at least for me, it's more about trying to even my shit out at a certain point. Because, like,
Even the shit up, bro. Fuck, man.
what?
Keeping your shit out, bro. What the fuck, bro?
Okay, Logan's just, I don't know. Love you too. But, I'm not even, okay. But yeah, like, because this shit, like, legitimately, like, one side grows more than the other and everything else in between, and it's just, like, kind of a little annoying. And also, at a certain point, I did say fuck it, and then did do this, and I've just been locking that in for, like, 6+ years, and I need a change. And I'm thinking, might as well do this, like, from here backward, like keep that a little long, but like let this be a little different, and maybe at least let it fade a little back, you know, because then I can at least just a pompadour status, like a little pomade or something like that, some shit like that. I could do some stuff. I will have to legitimately be a little bit more on my game when it comes, you know, something like that, but it would, I think, be a good way to help even shit out. Because I can kind of trim stuff a little back here a little bit where it's a little shorter, and then have everything else being what it is. And then once the sides and everything else in the front grows a little further, I can trim a little bit more in the back, you know, do more trim in the front, and then slowly but surely, it just all morphs into like one little thing, basically. And then it becomes all like one uniform thing again. For the most part, at least. So that's what I'm at least, you know, kind of looking for. Because I would like to at least, you know, have all my hair kind of long as fuck again. But there's a progress to do that unless I want to just go full fucking bald or something like that. Which, yeah, I would look fucking awful if I did full bald status. I'm not doing that. Unless I have facial to complement that shit, I'm not doing it. If you look at my hair, someone makes me feel super like it's wrong with my brain blood flow. Nah, it doesn't. If anything, actually, like, as long as you just do some basic, you know, care for it, even like if you don't put like conditioner or shampoo like every time you shower, if you just at least like kind of stimulate your scalp, you know, with that shit, you'll be alright. I mean, you know, like I will say this much you don't want necessarily like, you know, put shampoo, conditioner, and shit like that every time you shower. You want to do that maybe at most every other time you shower. But it also depends on on your frequency and when you do shower. Because I know some people do it like every other day. People do it every day. People do it like twice a day, etc., etc. Like, it depends on your frequency of showering. But like, you likely, especially with something like that, you want to do it likely at least like every 2 to 3 days. But that just depends again on your frequency. I mean, if you're doing it all the time, you know, you probably want to do it at least like maybe 2 to 3 days because that shit's going to be washing out a lot. But, you know, dang, twice a day is crazy work. I know people that do it. Even my roommate does that. Look, I will say this much. I definitely should be better about my shower, you know, personally. But, like, my goal is at least, you know, especially when it comes to shit like that, at least like every other day. But I know I don't always achieve that shit. But I always try to at least do that. Especially with the workplace that I work at when it comes to like lard grease and stuff like that, fryers and then like chicken and all sorts of shit. It's like, you know, you want to at least do that. Especially when it comes to certain hygiene, especially your hair and stuff. You don't want that shit building up. You know what I mean? Like, you want to at least get some water in there to like kind of get it out a little bit. But also you want to at least have your natural oils and your, you know, like microbiome, you know, in your scalp and all that shit when it comes to your hair to be stimulated and good and healthy. So it's kind of a balance when it comes to all that shit, you know. I will say this much. Ultimately, at least once a day or every other day is the forte of what people should be doing when it comes to like showering and stuff, and cleaning the hair and stuff too. That doesn't mean you don't have to put anything in it necessarily. Just, you know, like wash it out a little bit, stimulate that scalp, you know, get that hair going a little bit, you know, because no matter what, that's always a good thing to do. How old are you? Know I'm asking. Funny enough, I'm gonna be 29 in 3 days. So I guess technically 28, but I don't really consider myself like that anymore. I consider like 30 being more closer than 29 at this point. There you look like, bro. I take that with stride. They're like 22 and 24. But like I said, I think I was trying a little bit. But also, I did trim up a little bit, you know, the other day. Last couple of days, I've been, you know, trying to, like, do a little push. So, been feeling good about that, and I also just wanted to make sure I kind of tune up my little self, because like whenever my shit gets a little quote like pushed out when it comes to my facial hair, like one side, this side specifically, like gets a lot more than this, where this is a little splotchy. Even just feeling it, like it's straight up a difference. Like there's a lot more fuzz over here than it is over here. It's kind of annoying. So I'm always kind of trimming my shit up a lot, so I look a lot younger than I should be. But if I didn't do that, I'll also look like weirdly disheveled, and I don't want that either. It's kind of a conundrum right now. I know for a fact, at least, like by the time I'm in like my 30s, moving onward, my shit will even out. Because at least, you know, for my dad, like that happened, and including on my mom's side of the family, it happened as well. So it's like, it's just my genetics. That's just what happened, honestly. I'm just kind of stuck with it. So, whatever. Shitty, but not a big deal, though. I mean, honestly, like, what I want when it comes to, like, facial hair anyway isn't even that big a deal. Like, I just literally want, like, a little nice little scruff here. A little something right here, you know, where I can kind of fucks around with when it comes to this. But that's about it. Like, as long as I got this little, like, you know, short beard kind of thing going on, then I can kind of fucks with the mustache and then the beard a little bit, like, do some, like, Custer shit or something like that, or, like, some little you know, kind of thing. Because I know I could do that a little bit. If I let this shit, like, right here grow out, like, significantly a lot, it could do that, but I just, it's not there yet. I can't do that right now. So, in time. That's just what happens when you get a baby face. But like I said, not necessarily a bad thing. If anything, it just shows that I got my youth in me. What? Wait, hold on, one more time?
Dude, I forgot how good this Jackmaster is. The one I've been playing on the dude.
Oh, yeah.
The
Oh, I was
electronic-
kind of hearing you jamming a little bit on it.
No, dude, on the headphones. So I was playing with the different pickups and shit. The electronics on there are really elite, dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I'm playing one of those lines. I'm playing with the upper pickup that is a like a humbucker, and then the lower pickup is a single coil pickup.
Oh.
And so you can switch between. And so like one line I'm playing on the humbucker, and then I go to the other line real quick, and then it's like a completely different tone and rhythm type of shit, dude. Like I'm like, whoa. I did it with multiple songs that I've been writing. I was like, this is amazing.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude.
Like you don't have to do too much chord like stuff. You just need to change the tone instantaneously. Imagine if I had my pickups, like my effects pedals.
Oh yeah,
and
the
shit,
effect
too.
pedals and shit.
Endless.
Oh yeah.
Like you really get the right tone between lines. Cause like you saw my bum 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 bum. I'm just using two chords. I
was kind of hearing it a little bit. I was hearing it a little bit outside because I mean my shit was pretty low.
And then and after that I switched the tones.
It's kind of ska shit a little bit right
Yeah,
there.
and I switched the tone though. It was actually inspired by Green Day. Welcome to Paradise, like the rhythms.
Welcome to paradise.
Like that. I changed the chord shifts and stuff, and I changed the verse
Yes, yeah.
and the rhythms on it, but it's very reminiscent of Welcome to Paradise. I tried to make it more Nirvana. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, dude. Like, play around with that with the headphones.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not tonight, but I'll fuck around with that for sure. Cause I kind of want to check that out myself, man. Oh, this these dogs are straight up like
Just
I must.
Andrew, just don't break anything. Saying.
I promise
Some
you.
of that shit's worth money.
I promise
I said
you.
some.
I
I said
promise.
some of it.
I promise you, my guy, that will not happen.
Some of my shit is worthless almost.
Oh, hi, Chunk. Oh, hi, Jazzy. Oh, hello, Chunk. Jesse. Well, damn, your aggression. Jesus, girl. He don't even care. He's just like, I put my hat out. What's that flag? Which one? Oh, are you looking at that one? This one? That's a Norwegian flag. Flagging away.
Hey, you know what's cool? You know whose favorite Pokemon starter of all time is? Bo. It's Bulbasaur. It's my favorite too. And he has the same plushie toy as I do, a Bulbasaur.
What, Bo?
Bo, yeah.
Oh,
Isn't that
nice.
cool?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bo's a good friend, man.
He really is, man.
We need to hit him up more, man. I've hit him up twice the past week or so. He's been great, man. I have so much shit to say because we haven't caught up enough, and I just feel like I'm over talking. But he'll never be like, "Oh, bro, you talk too much," right? You know, he's such a nice guy. I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm sorry I've been speaking too much." He's like, "Oh no, it's good, man. Blah, blah."
You're all good, man. I'm listening, absorbing what you're saying. Blah 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 blah. You know, I know how it can be.
Hey, I beat him the last game, but he won the first two. I was kicking I was kicking ass.
So 1 out of 3.
Yeah, but the second game, man, I sunk like 7 balls in a row.
Nice.
And then I just couldn't put the 8 ball in. And then he just caught up and went off.
It just went off. He cooked.
I was
cooked like
cooking
Ramsey?
first though. Like
You cook like Ramsey, and oh shit, you
the
cook.
first game I only lost by like a ball or two too. Like it was always pretty
Oops.
competitive.
Oh yeah.
And I was talking too much. I wasn't focusing on the game like he was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow. Jazzy. Or Jazzy literally like used with her tail knocked over the charger cord. I'm literally just over here just giving her glump chump rubs and pats because she's a bean. Chump chump. The lump. Yeah. Oh, chop, chop. Are you just gonna keep your head out there, Vito? Vito. Don't get upset. Yeah, buddy. Oh my god. Are you really being that aggressive about it? Oh me. Vito. Oh, wow, Vito. You're gonna be that triggered about it? It's like if I don't get that fucking open window, fuck you, Unc. Oh, now you want to be with me now? What the hell? Vito? Oh my god. Yo. Homie. Vito. Really? Oh, well. Make up your fucking mind, Vito.
Bro, Andrew, do you have Instagram?
Yeah.
What is it?
Same as my channel, just no spaces in it. Ignore Husky.
I'm not following you on there. Okay.
I thought you did because I did stream on there for a little bit at one point.
I am following you. Yeah. Okay, I got hella videos to show you.
Okay.
Dude, my shit's hella funny though.
Bro, also, like, once I got back on Facebook just for the Facebook Marketplace, I literally got, like, 6 friend requests right off the bat. I'm just like, bruh, what the fuck? I haven't even looked at them yet. I'm just like, who are these people that hit me up? They're probably, you know, people I know and shit, right? But I'm just like, I'm not here for socials. I'm here for the Marketplace.
Right?
I'm just like, yo, like, if you all want to hit me up, like, I'll give you a way better way to find that. Is it me or is like the song cutting off? That's what I thought it was. Fido Petito. What? Oh, okay. Hi. No, you're not putting your big old feet. Oh my god, your fucking tail. Jesus. Big old boy. Whoa. God. Oh, big old boy. Huh? Oh, good boy. Yes, good boy. Yes, good boy. Yes, yes, yes.
I forgot about that one.
Oh, yes, good boy. Just good boy. Oh, that activated you. You have a girlfriend currently, or you ever in a long-term relationship? I mean, I've been in maybe not necessarily like a long-term relationship in the sense of like years, but I've been in one before, but not like a girlfriend or anything. And I'm also not like looking to have a relationship right now, personally. Not this sick again. Are you misgendering me? Are you fucking homophobic? Are you like, being like bigoted? Are you a hateful bigot just assuming my goddamn gender, bikini babes? Excuse me? I'm not, what the hell? Yeah, you are. Literally, yeah, you are. What do you mean, what the hell? Don't be gaslighting me. Okay, you booty. Only if you'll buy me a drink. Which might at least need to be at least a couple shots. Probably like 2 or 3. Yes, daddy. Well, my cash app's Ignore Husky, all one word, just like my channel. You know where to find it. I call everyone chick. Call my teacher chick. That's a little sus. I'm not even gonna lie. Why would you do that for your teacher? That's a little weird. Do you think dating these days is fucked? I mean, yeah, but that's in a weird way. This part why I'm not into it as much, because there is like a weird like um capital / consumeristic element towards it, instead of like a personal, like, who you are kind of element about it. But that's not like across the board. And in my experience, when it comes to like flirting or intermingling or whatever with other people, like it's not that way all the time, but there is an element where it's like, oof, it makes it more difficult. Straight skanks. Well, it's not just women either, by the way. Men can be like that too. I mean, it's kind of across the board factor, because you got a lot of men that are like, oh yeah, like, you're beautiful in this snap, yeah, fuck you. And that's basically all they look at it as, but women do the same thing. I mean, it's just kind of an across the board factor where it's, like, broadly to me personally, like, more beyond than just like the sexual binary spectrum to me. to an extent. Because, like, if it was, then why would there be plenty of different relationships and different people that exist out there that have very healthy and thriving and very decent relationships with, their partners, like, that are out there. They're like, boyfriend girlfriend or boyfriend or girlfriend girlfriend, etc., or maybe swingers, etc. Like, regardless, like, there's plenty of people that obviously have very healthy relationships. So that just refutes that, like, people have healthy relationships out there. Like, like, it kind of, behooves the idea. Kind of behooves the idea of, like, the sense of just like it's not just like a one or the other, or like the sense of just like like a sense of at least just like, well, I guess this one, I don't know, but love my boyfriend, of course, and that should be the case, right? That's the whole point of a relationship, especially with communication. I guess. Well, maybe the song is literally just like kind of skippy like that, because I'm literally looking at the song being like, also, why is it so long? Oh, it's literally one of the long ass songs. That's why it's kind of weirdly skippy. So like weird chapters. A little time for that real quick. So, I mean, that's I'm listening twice my whole entire life. Not necessarily, no. I'm guessing it's like more of like an online relationship kind of thing. I mean, it's not necessarily totally weird. In fact, in my mind, I mean, I would say that like it's kind of more of a normal thing to an extent. Oh, well, okay, so you mean in person? Well, whether it's online or in person, I mean, if it's like someone they've only met like, despite the relationship only like a few times, like that's not a bad thing and not weird at all. I mean, ultimately, it's just time factors, and like just scheduling, like ultimately, it's not really like something inherently like that's like a fault one way or the other, Bouncing matter in school in September. Well, hell yeah. Well, there you go. Good shit. I mean, I just always like, I don't know, like I don't really have like a strong like opinion one way when it comes to like relationship factors, just because like everyone's got their own unique factor to this, right? And I've known like anecdotally people who have had like online relationships that have worked out, and like personal relationships, like when it comes to meet people, etc. Like, I mean, sometimes it just takes the right roll the dice, and like the right like little circumstances just hit. And once that does, it's like, as far as I'm concerned, nothing but positivity can come from that. I mean, at least in my mind, because like it's always been, especially from my experience anecdotally seeing from other people, like always been that way. Just fundamentally, like where there is legitimately a long-term positive outlook in a relationship that comes from something like that. I mean, and that's why, like, I love, when that stuff kind of happens sometimes. Because, like, I mean, you never know, like, how that, like, fruit, comes to bear, sometimes. Sometimes it really is, like, a genuine wild card factor. Sometimes it's, traditional factors. It's all sorts of stuff. Regardless, it's something that, always is, that everyone will eventually have at some point. Or maybe not, but that just kind of depends on them, right? Of her substitute for home following today. Well, that's just kind of literally how the vibe of these streams goes sometimes. We literally have like one topic and just like flow right into another. Because legit, that's kind of how it happens. But I will say, at least with all that being said, I will always pause my music playlist while my boy's cackling over there like a hyena. I don't know why he's doing that. I don't know what he's watching, but he's happy.
Oh, bro. Now it's going Uber.
He's over there doing his biz and just like cackling like a hyena. Watch. Yeah, I guess you're confirming it for me. It was a little funny. A little beautiful bow, honestly. A little bit, yes, right. A little beautiful bow. Okay, all I heard was like a meow. I don't know what the hell he's watching now. I don't know what you're watching now. I'm just.
Mr. Whiskers loves you.
Who? What?
Mr. Whiskers loves you.
Mr. Whiskers loves me.
Yeah, with a Z.
Is this the new Jesus Christ?
For the husky and the furries? Yeah.
What the fuck?
He'll teach you kung fu.
What the fuck?
He'll teach you kung fu.
What the fuck? I'll be back in like 10 minutes if you're still alive. Probably not, unfortunately. But if you want to catch me again, subscribe, like, share, all that good shit. Because after my last little
homie, you need to see all these videos. I just spammed all the videos that I know of that are funny to you, bro. That's
what I'm about to do.
That's funny, bro. You're about to.
Well, that's pretty much, I guess, what I'm about to do, here in a minute. Yeah. What the fuck? Wait, hold on. Let me pause it for a sec. I want to see. Bro, you never watched the reels on the type of shit he sends? What the fuck? What?
Then he starts fighting him the kung fu. Oh, dude.
What the fuck was that? What?
Whiskers, bro.
Is that a movie?
No, it's just it's AI.
No way. That has to literally be like a fucking 80s fucking Z-list movie. Turn up at least. And MiG-21 out of nowhere just like launching.
I gave you the signal. Well, you gotta follow this fucking shit.
Oh my god, dude,
Where's the Godzilla one?
Dude, wait, there's a Godzilla one?
A bunch of them.
They morphed into one? With the Power Rangers fighting them? I need to see. I literally need to send this to Hyperion. Oh my god, he would love Sasha this so much. Oh my god. Hold on. No, we're watching this. No, the chat needs to see it. With the Power Rangers. He's too powerful, bro. It's like Just Dance Vance, bro. Like Just Dance Vance, dude.
Kind of
He's
is a little bit.
unstoppable.
With the hot dog water, bro.
He just can't stop.
Mr. Whiskers, bro.
Mr. Whisk.
I'm dead, bro.
Oh my fucking god, that's beautiful. That's actual, unironically art.
Wait. You'll like this. If rappers told the truth in their songs.
Talk to hella women on a song. I call them bitches, but polite is how I treat them. Say fuck the police, but I call them every time I need them.
I can't fuck the police, but I call them every time I need them. We're environmental friendly. Driving with my mama's Prius.
I'm all about the law and order. Damn.
No, because I was like, I popped his Zanny, 3 Zannies. He's like, bro, no.
Sorry.
He's like, nah, bro. I pop exactly the fucking prescribed amount.
I'm a law and order boo, being a rapper. Yeah, let's go. Whoop.
I post up
Which is
pictures
weird
in my
and
friend's
bi-
yard, but I ride a bike.
We're fire and bomb. It's like that was strangely
Every
like
time the
fire
bass
song.
player is red, it's due. He's like, come on now. I'm gonna work hella
Wait, hold
hard
on, hold on,
to pay
hold
my
on. Let him
rent.
cook, let him cook. Hold on. Ooh, drummer knows what's up.
Just gotta pay the rent, bro.
Pay the rent. Base rent.
And then the guitar.
Guitar's like, how do I fucking figure that out? And like in his headphones, like, hold
He's
on.
like, give me a second.
Here,
Where do
I need
come
to
in?
like get the chord
Where do I
progression.
even go in now?
I need a chord progression. Hold up. He just rocks his shit with the fucking drum.
The
I
drum,
need
I'm like, where do I fit in here? Like,
hold on, give me like with my headphone. Like, give me a moment. Like, all right,
oh, this
Okay,
movie we have
okay.
to watch it.
all right.
Swedish.
Now I did. All right, I got it.
Take
Hold
that-
on, put him
take
back
this-
in.
Take this mook, and then we're gonna watch this. It's a Swedish movie. It's actually real.
Well, here I'm
It's
about to.
actually a real movie from 2003. I can't even believe this is a real movie, but
Well-
it's a real fucking movie.
Well, let's my ravens do that because I'm about to wrap it.
I'm not gonna watch it right now. I'm just saying it's a movie you gotta watch. Put it on the list. You know Hot Fuzz?
I really thought you were about to like
Take
say.
Hot Fuzz to like steroids, but Swedish.
I really thought you were about to say. But damn. Okay.
It's fucking almost 4 a.m.
Well,
Had that torch on for like over 60 seconds, bro. 60 seconds to torch.
they're right.
Make a fucking parody song of like 2 minutes to midnight.
10 seconds of torching or some shit. I don't know.
Sure.
We need to work on it.
Don't